Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of Off the Record with myself, the host Kevin Young, my co-host Mr. Live. What you got going on, Mr. Live?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing out there? And welcome, and I say welcome again to Off the Record, y'all. It's your boy, Mr. Live, in the building.
We got a
What's
burn
up,
burner.
man?
Not much, man. Hey, we got a burn burner tonight. We got Mr. Stacci Adams on here, all the way out of. I think he's from Atlanta. I know he's from Georgia somewhere. I know he about 7 foot tall. I think he the tallest artist in Southern Soul.
Yeah, he's a giant.
Yeah, he's a giant. Really good guy, man. I mean, like I said, very knowledgeable in the music business. Been around for a long time, not just Southern Soul.
Mm-hmm.
R&B, hip hop, rap, all this other stuff. Yeah. So I want you guys go ahead and put your questions in the feed line. Look, chart to my head, not my heart. I try to go through and read all the questions, especially if they're relevant. I try to go through and read them. But you guys chime in. Y'all chime in and ask some questions and stuff, because he said he's going to be in here about 30 minutes for Q&A. So don't y'all be scared. You got something to say live? I'll bring them on.
No, man, let's just get it on, man. Like I say, we're gonna see what his story. I know he's been on here before, but he got a new project. We're gonna know what's going on with that new project he got going on. So let's get it, man.
I think that last time don't count because I don't think I interviewed him. I don't think I was on here last time. I think I was sick.
You was here, wasn't you?
No, it was you and Veronica that interviewed him.
Oh, Veronica, yeah.
I think I was sick that time. It count, but I had some real serious questions for him. But like I said before, hey, let's keep it professional. If you have any questions, put them in the feed line, and we're gonna go from here. Without further ado, we're gonna bring him on, Mr. Stacci Adams. What's going on, sir?
What's up, boss? What's going on with you?
Chilling, man. So you got the same outfit you got on your back screen back there? What's going on?
No, this is a different one. That's Christian Dior back there. This right here, Gucci.
Here we go. You didn't take long. We was in that outfit. What was it in 5 seconds?
Yeah. So
what's the difference?
Well, the difference is something price point. The Dior shirt cost more than the outfit. That was about a $1,200 shirt, and then this outfit here probably had about $8. Just honestly,
$1,200 for a shirt, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot that's why they call you the boss, right?
For the boss of blues. Yeah, that's I gave myself that self-proclaimed title coming in the game. Okay. I want to make a statement coming in. The boss of blues pretty much is a boss got to be willing to do the work of a worker and also lead. So that's why I call myself the boss of blues. I didn't say the boss of Southern Soul because blues is what I identify with as far as a genre of music. So that's why I went with the boss of blues.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man, your musical background and how long you been in the music business.
I started in the church, just like 90% of the African American singers. Sung in church, did some church stuff, and then as I progressed, about 16 years old, I had an opportunity to go up to New York with Sylvia Rome. I was singing a hook for a white guy named Allen and another partner of mine named Dax. They was rappers, and we went up to Universal, performed for Sylvia Rome, and I just was the hook man. It was a song called "We Having a Party," which didn't get a situation, but we had a situation with Derek Cole at the time. He was with a major label, but we was able. That was my first taste of trying to really make it and being among the mainstream. About 16.
Was having a party like Luther's having a party? You were singing that hook?
No, it was 16 years old. Like we're having a party, boom, boom, boom. We're having a good time.
Okay, got it.
Boom, boom. So it was like that. So it was more. I was just the hook man at 16 because really my dad. We didn't have no money. I was dead broke. So we pretty much went up there. Me and my partner. He footed the bill for me, and my parents let me go at 16, go to New York upon his watchful eye. So it was that's when I had a chance to meet Scarface, talk with him, and just be amongst those that were really doing it.
Okay, so how'd you transition over to Southern Soul?
Well, I was getting about when I was doing my other music, they got about 10 grand a show. So, but in doing that music, art imitates life. I was street singing. I was talking about the street life. I was talking about, street living. So that kind of energy was coming. And as I was getting older, I didn't want to continue to do that music. So when I left the game on that side, I was still getting right at 3,500, 4,000 a show. I left that on the table because I just wanted to make a change. I told my mother that I wanted to do something different. And I wouldn't really say Southern Soul. I just really changed the type of music I was doing. But I've been singing all my life. So I came to the game, that particular game, because I was recording. And I said, I'm going to drop some music. So I had been growing up listening to Sir Charles and listening to Johnny Taylor, artists that, you know, because people forget Johnny Taylor really was an R&B artist. He was R&B, you know. He wasn't Southern Soul. So a lot of times people try to relate the two, but Johnny Taylor came out as an R&B artist. So I just wanted to do really R&B and just sing a different style of music. And, you know, what people got to understand, as an individual and a man, you can make any decision you want. Don't nobody own no sound, period. Nobody. So I jumped in the game, and I came in the game trying to present myself on a high level. I didn't come in post-stepping. I didn't come in begging for help. I came in off the gate pushing myself and moving a certain way. So that's just what it was.
Okay. So what does Southern Soul mean to you?
I don't know.
Hold on. It's a 2 or 3 part question. Is it sound? Is it geographical area? I mean, what does that mean to you?
Well, I identify Southern Soul where if you're from the South or you can sing or you got soul, you can call yourself Southern Soul. I can't really say a sound identifies Southern Soul, because my first time hearing Southern Soul was when Sir Charles, Anybody Lonely came out, and it was rising up the R&B chart. A lot of people don't know that Anybody Lonely, you know, years ago, my cousin and I, when I was young lad, we went in and booked Sir Charles for show back then when he was super, super duper high. So at the end of the day, I came in the game knowing Sir Charles, when he dropped Anybody Lonely, it was everywhere. You know, it wasn't just in Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. It was all over the world. So that's when I first started hearing Southern Soul a little bit. But at the time, it really was just a brand of music, and, you know, people like, you know, soul, R&B.
So if you lived in Detroit, can you consider yourself a Southern Soul artist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not geographic.
Not to me. Not to me. My thing is it's open season for everybody, you know. A lot of people don't like competition. A lot of people, you know, they don't like being competitive. It's competitive now. You know, a lot of people can sing, it's competitive.
Yeah. So so you got a question, Line?
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
So you wear 2 hats. You're artist / promoter. Okay.
Yeah, I do a little bit of both of them. Yep.
So let me ask you a question. Were you an artist first or were you a promoter first?
Coming to the Southern Soul game, I came in a promoter artist. The first time I stepped out, the first show I did was bringing Tucker to Montgomery, Alabama. That was my first show I ever had in Southern Soul. Okay. Brought Tucker to Montgomery, Alabama, Lou Battle, a few more artists, because I always looked at it as coming into the game, as putting myself in a position to win. So what I did was, so people can know how you do business, I had a 66 Impala. So I went and pawned my car title. So I pawned my car title. They gave me about $20,000. So I pawned the car title to do the show, to take that particular risk. So I did that show at the time, some years back, we say about 3 years ago, bringing three years of some change ago. That was my first show, bringing Tucker down to Montgomery at my place. Okay.
So since you wear dual hats, is your philosophy, does it change when it comes to booking artists versus being booked? Because you wear 2 hats.
Well, anybody that's booking a show want to book a show to try to make money and win. As an artist, you booking a show to make money, at the same time put yourself with the best of the best. You know, you want to put yourself with the best of the best, period. Win, lose, or draw. You don't want to book it. You want to be with the top. So my thing was to try to make money and at the same time push my brand. That was the goal of it. So I was intentionally doing both. So that's why at that time I went with Tucker, because Tucker was fire hot and is fire hot. So I went the best of the best.
So let me ask you this question right here. As it puts promoter's hat on, do you put in insert a radius clause for the artist that you book?
100 miles.
And if so, why?
Well, you put 100 miles in because you want to show the promoter respect, to give him an opportunity to make as much as he can off the show. Because you never know who's hot, or you never know who's coming to see you. So you want to put yourself in a position. I always do 100-mile radius for anybody I book.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got 1 fan or 50,000.
Yeah. So how would you feel as a promoter if somebody you book come within that 100-mile radius within 90 days or 60 days?
Well, as a promoter, I tell you what I've done as an artist. When a promoter have booked me, I really haven't came, because let's say if I only got 20 followers or 30 people coming, That's 30 more ticket sales the promoter can have. So if he's taking a risk on me, I want to put the promoter in a position where he can win. So if he don't put, whether it's $500 or whether it's $1,000 or whatever, I try to make sure that he can reap the benefit off that, because even if it's a free show, because, you know, a lot of shows I did starting out was straight free, I still would show the respect because the promoter be done put me on 20,000 flyers, 4 or 5 radio stations. So at that point, he has invested into my brand. So I just show I'm not going to come within 100 miles unless I call the promoter and tell him, hey, this is what I need to do. Is it cool? Will this affect you in it? Because I want to make sure he have first deal because he gave me opportunity.
So Stacci, let me ask you this question. Can you really give, I want your point of view, can you really give a promoter a value if you haven't done your own show as an artist?
Nah. What you can give a promoter is a great show off your talent. But when it comes to putting butts in the seats, asses in the seats, you really don't have a lot of value. So that's why when I started out in the game, I did a lot of door splits. You know, I came in the game to where the promoter wouldn't lose. It'll give me an opportunity to shine, and I just get my own room because I knew it was a risk. So a lot of times I would go that way about doing it.
So I've often heard you say about there's no excuse in life for nothing. Explain that. What you mean by that? Well, you see no excuse.
See, in life, people see this book of Stacci Adams. They read this chapter. The chapter of this book is called Prosperity. But people won't know when they see the whole book that Stacci Adams in 2012 was sleeping in an abandoned house. Yeah. People won't know that Stacci Adams done slept in cars behind music. They don't see that chapter of the book now. All they see is the Gucci and the Dior. People don't know that I was doing music, and the reason I had to stop doing what I had to do with the music I was doing because I was living a risky life, and my mom was diagnosed with cancer. So I had to turn around and leave Atlanta and come to a small town and start from scratch to take care of her. People, when they read Kevin Young book, they see the plaques on the wall, they see the retired man, but they don't see the push-up, the sit-up. They don't see whether or not you're gonna go. When they see Mr. Live book, they see him performing the records that he do, but they don't see the other side of what he might have been through to get there. So it gets tricky with an artist, because as an artist, we feel that we put in the work, but that don't mean we deserve $1 million because that promoter ain't seen our work yet or our value. So from that end, we got to understand that the promoter is looking at it like, I'm gonna give you an opportunity, but I'm trying to come out of the whole 15, 20, 30, 40,000, 50,000, whatever they done spent on the show. So it's hard for an artist and a promoter to see eye to eye, because a lot of artists ain't put $20,000, $30,000, or $40,000 out. See, you know, because see, if I can reiterate something, I booked Rick Ross, right? I booked Rick Ross. And see, I can talk like this because I ain't no flexer. They can call Rick. I booked Rick Ross for $75,000, brought him to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Rick Ross came there, 300 people showed up. I also booked my partner. I gave my partner $1,500 that rode with me. He didn't have no dog in the fight. He rode back. I had to lean forward to get back to Atlanta. I was so broke and lost so much money. My partner had $1,500. My partner ain't look at me and say, hey, man, let me give you something to help you out. So guess what I had to do? I had to go straight to the same title pawn that car to be able to pay my mortgage and pay my mortgage and pay my other car note, because I ain't have nothing. See that? So I understood then what a promoter can go through when you put out maximum amount of dollars and lose. My partner then reach in his pocket now time and say, hey man, I know you gave me 15, but here go 500, man, to put in the tank. So that really happened. That's a real life story.
Yeah. Are you aware that artists see you as offensive? Some of the things you say are offensive, and do you credit that to you wearing both hats?
So when you say the artists,
they see some of the things you say is artist centric. You know, it's just promoter centric / artist centric. They feel that some of the things you say offends them because they figure that you with the promoters, but you were a promoter.
Yeah,
right?
but see, I'm with success. See, the only way a person can get mad, because I'm gonna speak principle. The only way a person can get mad at me if they don't like the truth. The truth of the matter is, if I call a promoter when I jump off the desk, and I say, hey, look, I want to come to your club. Let's do a dough split. The promoter said, well, shit, let's do it. He don't lose no money. Get what? I'm coming in and I see my true value. So if 30, 40 people come, hey, nobody lost. If 100 people come. But people don't understand when a promoter get mad with you, they really never forget a loss, especially when you don't overcharge them.
Yeah.
So a promoter don't really forget, well, damn, I gave you $5,000 and 3 people came. But most artists will say, well, you should have promoted it better, right? Or artists will say, you should have promoted it better. But then the club owner say, you should have been hotter. So they never see eye to eye, right?
Yeah.
But what I understand is this, is that you have to try to put together a situation where everybody can win.
Yeah.
So if Kevin Young doing a show, Stacci jumped off the porch, and I say, Kevin, I call you, Kevin, you a promoter, and I say, look, man, I want to come down there to Temple, Texas. Let's do a dough split. That's easy to me saying, Kevin Young, give me $3,000 or $2,500 or $4,000, bring me down there, man, and promote like hell. We're going to knock the flow bowls out. Because chances are we not. I'm a new artist at the time. You know, so I just think a lot of times it's just about understanding each other.
Yeah.
Understanding both hats.
Yeah. So do you think it's beneath you now to do door deals? And should artists think that way? Should artists think that way? Because some of them say that they too valuable to do door deals.
No, not for me.
Yeah.
Because I honestly, you got to think. I'm humble spiritually enough to know that I have to. One thing God gave me that I can give sometimes is my talent.
Yeah.
I can give that way sometimes. So I'm not. You know, I'm gonna show you for instance, right? If Michael Jackson alive. If he was alive, and they called Charlie Wilson, and he making 30,000, they say, Charlie, we want to put you on the Michael Jackson show, but all we can do is get you a room and get you a suite, and that's it. Charlie Wilson team gonna say, let's do it. Period. If you're in front of 100 million people, so it ain't never. It's always about knowing what you're trying to do. A lot of times it's not about saying okay, because everybody feel like they don't put in the work. We all don't put in the work. Every Southern soul artist, every R&B artist feel like we have put in the work, and we have. Yeah. But we got to be reasonable to understand too that our value is what it is. If you're hot, you're hot. If you're not, you're not. But you got to be sensible enough to make a deal. So I'll go show you what I mean. Me and Lou Battle was in a group together. We were 34 top 100 in the country in 2002 in college playing ball. Right? Yeah. We flew all the way on some borrowed money to New York to not meet Sylvia Rome and sit in the lobby, pose a met him for free. We spent the money on the ticket and sit there all day like two fools, and Sylvia Rome never showed up. And we flew back. But in order to make it, it's about the sacrifice, and you have to be deserving before desiring. And sometimes, some of us, I'm not saying all of us, some of us can feel like we deserve certain things we don't. I'll be a fool if somebody called me right now and said, Stacci Adams, we got a show with Chris Brown. We ain't got a dime for you. I'm going up there and bust it down like they paid me $20,000. Damn the money. What I'm gonna say? No, y'all got to give me $1,500. Yeah, that's foolish. So it depends on the situation and circumstance on what I charge in certain areas. That's just me. Now everybody else is different, but if Chris Brown called right now, I don't think it's one Southern soul artist or say no. If they said you're gonna be on national TV, go on for Chris Brown, and we can't give you nothing, but we go this guaranteed. Would you say no, Mr. Lie, to that deal?
Huh?
Would you say if they said we want to put Mr. Alive on, we're gonna put you on the show with Chris Brown, right? We can't pay you, but you're gonna be in front of millions of people and you're going on primetime television.
Who wouldn't take that deal?
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. So it's all about that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. It's all about the situation and circumstances on what you charge and how you move when you're at a certain position. Yeah. So in the position that I'm in, I'm running it. Chris Brown. I did the show with what's the boy name? Ron Isley. You think I got paid? I got a room. I don't care. I'm not. See, they can look at Stacci Adams and say Stacci think he all that, but Stacci understand business, and I move in a way to where it's respectful, and I try to get on. I'm working. Then some places I done got. I did BB King and got 6,000. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. So let me ask you another question. How would you respond to people say Stacci Adams is gonna fake it till he make it, or they say that all your accomplishments are fabricated? How would you respond to
that? This is the funny thing about that. Yeah, I got a song up right now, and I hope everybody watching on YouTube with Jada Kiss, one of the top 10 rappers ever did it. If it's fabricated, why they ain't snatched it down? I got a song with Akon, right? In the studio with Akon. I'm on off the record right now. I wouldn't be sitting here saying it. It can be proven.
Yeah.
This can be proven. So my thing, a lot of people, the have-nots have always been jealous of the people that have. That's just life.
Mm-hmm.
That's just life. Let's say, for instance, if Stacci Adams pull up in a Rolls Royce, right? Get what a hater gonna say, or the have-not. Well, he rented it. But get what I'm gonna say. Well, you go spend $4,000 for a day. Go do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what? I don't want a Rolls Royce. It's a liability for me. I don't want to buy now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to buy now, but when I want to stunt, I go get me one.
Yeah.
So that's just the truth. Because at the end of the day, people don't know my book. Like I said, when I say I've been homeless, I've been without. People don't know I've been all the way to New York, and me and Lou Ballard ain't have nothing to eat in a group, and they have nothing to eat, sleeping in a car. They don't know that book. They don't see that story. See, all they see is who Stacci Adams supposed to be. Let me tell you something. I never dim my light for what God done gave me. I will never dim my light for another man light to shine. God gave me the light. So why I'm gonna disrespect God and hold his blessing back? Anybody on here, the Southern Soul, Blue, Rap, whatever God gave you, get what? Don't hold it back for another man to feel comfortable. It ain't my job to make you feel comfortable. It ain't my job. My job is to make music.
That's right. Let me ask you this question right here. Marketing. Should artists set aside money for marketing, and should artists give away free items to their fans? Do you incorporate that in your budget, the free giveaways to fans?
Well, sometimes I'm put it like this. Some artists.
Why is all your questions pertaining to what happened we were asking last week?
They're not. This is Stacci Adams.
Yes, is. I'm just saying, like you asked that.
They're not.
The K down about this.
Hey,
don't give y'all merchandise away, man.
Now, listen, I'm just asking a question. Y'all
answer the question.
Oh, well, this is the thing. I understand. Okay, I give away a lot of stuff because I can afford to. Sometimes we can only do what we can. So I would tell an artist, the one thing that you can give away sometimes is your talent, but then it's things you can do to be able to kind of do certain things. Like say, for instance, I'm gonna give an example. When I was doing music, I say about 8 years ago, I was dead broke. I always was making money and blowing it. I had one of the biggest strip club songs in the Southeast. So it was a gift and a curse. I was throwing away money every night. But what I realized, or when I got down, I went and did my credit. I got my Equifax up, got me a credit card for $10,000. That was my budget. I just gave them a game. That was my budget. I had a $10,000 credit card. So what I did was I went and bought my CDs, 1,000 CDs. I went and bought me whatever else I needed, and that's what I gave away. So now when I spent $2,000, I had $8,000 left on my credit card, and I paid on that by the month. So I had a revolving 10. Then with that $10,000, I'm giving them a real gain now. I hope y'all listen. I'm gonna give y'all a real gain. That $10,000, I got a call from Navy Federal of increase. They increased from 10,000 to 20. So, and I kept doing that, and that was my budget. So all the artists down there, where there's a will, there's a way. So I give away as much as I can. See, some artists they say I can't afford to give it away. I say I can't afford not to give it away. Because I understand that more people leave. A lot of these people come to these shows don't have a lot. Really, when they spend $30, $40 getting in, they be tapped out. But they really be like, they really be loving the music. Like if I go to a show and you love my music, but you ain't got $5 or $10 to buy my product, technically I'm the one losing, because if I can't get it to you because you don't have, then I automatically at that point, lost a possible fan. But if you reaching at me and you don't have, I'm gonna give you the CD. Now you can ride and listen. When I come back, you show love. It's just planting a seed. So if an artist can do it, if you can't, give away your talent, just do the best you can. Everybody's situation different. But see, I'm crazy for the music. You see, I'm crazy for it. When I say crazy for it, if I had a choice when I was doing music real heavy and now to buy some CDs for myself or eat, I buy the CDs and steal the food. See, that's just the kind of artist I am. I really don't have I go overboard with it. I'm just like that.
Has anybody ever told you that any artist, I'm talking about artists, have anybody ever told you that your attitude is very cantankerous, difficult to get along with? Any artist ever told you that?
Artists haven't really told me that, because at the end of the day,
have you heard that before?
I've heard that.
Yeah. Why do you think they say that though?
Well, because they don't know me. Because it's called jealousy and envy. It run rampant among the Black community.
Yeah.
Regardless what, see, when you're in a position I'm in, it ain't no man I can be jealous of, because I can do pretty much what I want to do. Most of the time, the people that are jealous are the ones that don't have.
Yeah,
it ain't. It's not. It's because, well, hey, Stacci think he this and that because he this and that. So it's like you got some people probably jealous of Mr. Live because, hey, he coming here saying he doing this and that. People gonna be jealous of you. But one thing I've always learned: if a man is jealous of you, it's because he don't have God in him. See, I got God in me, so I ain't no way I'm gonna get jealous of Kevin Young or Mr. Live or any other artists out there, because God in me. So as long as God in me, I can manifest the God within and be great somewhere along the line. See, people got to treat music like a habit. You don't do it, you do it like a hobby. Real life is this. I got health insurance, life and death insurance, everything I need in the real world. I got that. A lot of artists don't even have, if they died today, they got to go on Facebook and say, please donate. Stacci Adams ain't got to do that. If I died today, somebody gonna get $1 million. That's a fact. Whether it's my dad or whether it's my wife or whether they gonna get it, because I understand I ain't gonna let this music shit kill my real life. This is a hobby. It's a hobby. You can't allow it. You got to get up all that bossed up. If I got to go dig a ditch, Stacci Adams will do it. If I got to hang out the trash truck, Stacci Adams will do it. If I got to do that to survive, I'm gonna do it. I don't have nothing to try to stand back. But a lot of people don't know that, Kevin, and a lot because they ain't read my whole book. They just see in a chapter of my book called Prosperity. That's all they see. They don't see the chapter of the struggle. They don't see the chapter of this. They don't see none of those chapters because they meet me where I'm at now. They not meet me where I was. So I can't worry about those people. But for the ones that say that, they got to understand. Pray to the God of their understanding, and maybe they'll get in a situation better than what they're in.
So it's apparently, go ahead.
If you're struggling, right, where we are today, right now, what time it is? It's 9:29 where you at, right? Central Time, right? At 9:29 or 8:29, whatever. Where you are today, right now at this minute, is a direct reflection of who you really are as a person. Period. Anyway,
that was a question I had you because I heard you say that before. I want you to qualify that.
Listen, where you are today, in your life, is a direct reflection of who you really are spiritually as a person.
I agree.
That's it. Ain't no way around it. If you struggling because it's something in you ain't right. You ain't planted enough seeds not to struggle. See, right now, it's people that when I struggled, right, I could call and ask for $20,000, right? So end of the day, they will help me out and I pay it back. So let me share something with you, how God worked. When I was homeless, right, and I was sleeping in an abandoned condominium on Camden Road, a condo, abandoned. It was about 20 units there. I'm gonna show you how God will take your situation and make a situation. I'm struggling. A white guy stopped by and knocked on Unit B where I lived on Campbellton Road. He said, who's selling these units? I said, Miss Mary. A white lady named Miss Mary let me stay there because I ain't had nowhere to go. And a guy hooked me up with us because she ain't had nobody there. So I was a squatter, a high-end squatter. That's what I was. He came and knocked on the door. He said, how much she want for the unit? I called the lady. I said, Miss Mary, how much you want to sell the unit for? She said, well, $10,000. That's what she told me. If you want it, you can get it for $10,000. I understood business enough to call a lawyer, right? I told the guy standing there, I said, she want $35,000. He said, I thought it was gone. I was steady asking God, because see, God will talk to you when God got to strip you naked in order for you to be reclothed. I had got really at that time now. You talking about arrogant? I had got ego easing God out at that time, because you got to think, I have $120,000, $140,000 a week at that time. Whatever way I was doing it, that's what I had going on. So when God stripped me to nothing, the man came back about 2 weeks later. He stood with his hand in his pocket and spitting. I know this shit sound like a move, but it's for real. What really happened to me and changed me again. He said, I tell you what, I want all of them. So now imagine, this is where I was standing, the same place where I was homeless, didn't have nothing. The same God that I served blessed me to where that was my come up. Because you can't allow your situation to be your situation. So I came up right at that point another time, because that situation I prayed and I was humble. So
break that down. Break that down. You can't allow your situation to be your situation.
Okay, if I'm on the bench,
understand.
Okay, if I'm playing basketball and I'm on the bench, right, and everybody in the game, I've been on the bench for 10 games. My situation, I'm a bench rider. All of a sudden, the coach looked down the bench and said, "Hey, Stacci, get in the game." Now I got no. Oh shit! I get in the game. I can't score a basket. I wasn't ready. So I let my situation being on the bench affect me in the game.
Yeah.
But now let's replay that. This truly happened. I'm playing ball in college. My coach hadn't played me for 12 games. I was sitting back with my feet stretched out. He said, hey, get in. 12 minutes ago, I had 20 points. We won by 1 point. That's a fact. But I was ready here, and spiritually, mentally, spiritually, I was ready. So I didn't let my situation keep me from practicing hard. I didn't let my situation keep me from praying to God. I didn't let my situation keep me from doing what I needed to do to be ready to answer the bell. Because any man on here, on this live, or any woman, it's going to come a time in your life where God's going to put you in a situation to answer the bell. Whether you're ready or not, it's on you.
Okay. In your opinion, how long should a artist be considered up and coming? Or can they say they how long can an artist say they paid their dues?
Well, I can say that the minute you get 50 cents or $1 or $100 for your show, the minute you get paid, you become a professional.
Yeah.
The minute somebody reach in their pocket and say, I'm gonna give you something for your service. Now you might not be like a Calvin Richardson, might not be like a Tucker, you might not be like a Jaheim. I'm not a Jaheim, you might not be like a Tank, you might not be like another big artist. But the minute you get paid $1 for what you do, you are a pro. At that point, you pro. Now, if you've never gotten paid, you up and coming and you on the ride because nobody saw value in you. So if me and Mr. Lai go do a show and they give me and him $100 a piece, we professional. Now we might be NBDL, we might not be NBA pro, but we pro. We we done got paid for our service. So we pro. I'm a pro. Mr. Live a pro. Audio a pro. Mr. Smoke a pro. King George a pro. We professional artists, period. We get paid, we got paid.
So why do artists sell themselves short and still say they're up and coming after 10 years?
Well, they use it on an economical base. A lot of artists say that because they're not getting the monies that they want to get. Or if the monies that I want to get the 25s, the 30s, and the 40s. So I will use some artists are using the economic sense that they're up and coming financially. But far as performing, like when I first met Mr. Live, and I'm using that as an example because we know each other, and I done did a show with him. I met him at the in Houston. When I first met him and seen him perform, I knew he was a professional. I knew he knew about how to command a stage. I know he knew how to sing. He knew how to write. So he wasn't no amateur. So, and when I perform, I'm not an amateur. Ain't nobody finna say that to me. I'm a pro. I'm pro. I'm pro at this shit. I'm pro all the way. Period. Whether it with my video, whether with my shows, my writing, I'm a pro. Period.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you the question about put your artist hat back on. Do you call promoters to get on shows, or you want a promoter to call you?
I done did both. Mm-hmm. I called a promoter and say, hey, look, can you put me on this show? I just need you to put me on the fly. I'm coming now. And hey, coming in the game, it ain't no rules to it. These people kill me. It ain't no rules. Mm-hmm. When you coming in and trying to make it, you come in the game, hey, how you doing, man? See, I got a big show. All I want is an opportunity. I go on first. I go on wherever you need me. I just need to be on this show. Can we make it happen? They'll say, send me something. When you think when I first came in the game, I didn't call somebody and say, hey, boom. But now, once you've proven yourself to a certain point, it comes 50-50. You have people call. You have some people that you have to call. You got people who are big artists that call promoters. Hey, man, let me get on the Blues All Right tour. You got artists that make money that call right now in Macon, Georgia, and add to be on the Blues All Right tour. Mm-hmm. They getting paid.
Yeah.
So every artist do it. It's just the level they do it at.
Yeah.
And I think a promoter respect that as long as the artist don't call them, and then when they say, I'm gonna bring you to my show, turn around and charge them. Hey, well, just give me $1,000. No, I can't call you and charge you.
Yeah. So what's your philosophy when it comes to relationships and principle and character?
Principle is to not be broken. See, with principle like this, let's say, for instance, if me and you get into an altercation, or me and you have a situation, or you lend me some money, right? And let's say you lend me some money, I don't pay you back, but you lent it to me in the comfort of your home. Yeah. It's between us as men for me to come pay you back. So principle is you got to always do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. The Bible teach everybody principle. It's real simple. If I come in Kevin Young's wife a house, I'm not gonna look at his wife. I'm not gonna lust at his wife. I don't care how tall I am, how my muscles flex, and how my air flat. I'm not finna walk around and come to your door, knock on your door with my shirt off. I got respect for you and your home, so I'm gonna come in respect. Mm-hmm. That's principle.
Yeah. What about character?
Character is character. depend. You know, true character is your situation. See, a lot of people different when they broke and when they got money. You really don't know a person until they have. While everybody, me, you, and Mr. Live, and let's say me, you, Mr. Live, and Audio, sitting in a room, and all of us broke together. Man, boy, I love you, bro. I love you, dog. Let's say I go out the door and I take off. Now all of a sudden, the door open. Y'all waiting on Stacci to come back. Y'all look at me on TV, and I don't never look back to say, "Hey, y'all, let's go." That's character. I got a character flaw, because what I'm supposed to do is figure out a way to give you the opportunity, not necessarily money, but I owe you the opportunity. Because we struggled together.
Yeah.
I owe you that. If I don't owe you, if I don't do that for you, I got a character flaw. If Mr. Live somewhere and I'm somewhere and he don't look out for me, and I look out for him, and I got a big show, and if I see any way I can put him on because we grinded together, my job as character is to try to help. That's all I can do. So trying to help is this. Hey, Mr. Promoter, I got a guy named Mr. Live. He'd be awesome on the show. Check him out. I owe that. But you got some artists that once they leave, they want you to say, look at me. See, Stacci Adams ain't like that. Do you realize it's about 40 people, and I ain't gonna never say no name because I ain't gonna break pencils and I ain't gonna show no character flaw, that I have gave $500 to through Facebook that needed help. 40.
Artists.
Yeah. Artists that needed help. I done bailed folks out of jail. I ain't said nothing about it. Right? I ain't gonna never say their name because principle, I did it from the heart. So I ain't gonna never say their name. But I can say this. That's why Stacci Adams stays in God's favor, because I'm a giver. Yeah. People don't understand that. I'm a giver. If I like your music, I'll try to help you with your music. I'll try to do this. I'm like that. I ain't gonna show no flaw. I'm gonna try to help. That's just me. If I rock with you, I rock with you.
So let me ask you this question right here. Why'd you take a 2-hour police escort to get to a show?
Well, I can say that's that. You know why?
Is that true? Is that true?
That's true. Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna tell you the show.
Okay.
The boss said book me for a show down in Mr. Live, Cold Drink. A couple of us was on the show down there, but at the time when we got down there, they still had the hurricane and stuff. People were staying in different places or whatever. So I pretty much went down there, and I told them I'm gonna show them the same respect that I would show if a promoter had to book me at a 20,000 people venue, because whatever they paid me, it was out of their hard-earned money, and that's just for anybody. So I did that because I was gonna do that anyway, and that's the same thing I would do if Kevin Young booked me and I came and pulled up, because that's the only way I know, man. I don't know halfway. If you want somebody gonna come haircut your grass, Stacci Adams ain't the man you call. Yeah. If you want somebody gonna do your foundation, I ain't the guy to call. But if you want somebody gonna do the shit right, I'm the man to call. I'm the one gonna do it right.
So how do you respond? How do you respond when artists say you just showing off?
That's just them the have-nots.
Yeah.
I don't even hear that. So listen, you gotta understand. If an artist say I'm just showing off, a person who they don't even have vocal cords when they talk to me. When they start saying stuff like that, when they start being negative, they don't have a pair of vocal cords. See, because at the end of the day, in a position, right? In a position, a person say that because they envy you and they're jealous of you. So if somebody say that about Stacci Adams, I don't hear them. Yeah. Because they only speaking from a position of not having and can't do.
Yeah. I say that all the time, man. We're the most hated people in the world. I don't care where we go, but we just can't get along with each other. Our mindset is, I want to see you do good, but just not better than me, you know, and which is really sad. You know, I would, and to me, this is my opinion. When I met you at the ZBT and you was walking around looking like an emperor and shit, you had somebody following a camera around you. I said, who is this dude right here? You know, because you looked the part. I ain't know you. I ain't know you was an artist. I never even heard of you. But it caught my attention. Like, okay, who is this guy right here? He must be somebody. You know, so is that your method to say, hey, look, I'm a star, and wherever I go, I'm gonna gain the attention?
Like I said, when Kay, and I ain't trying to be funny when I say this, but when I don't know halfway. Yeah. Even when I didn't have, I don't know halfway. Yeah. If I'm in the bed with a woman, she in trouble. I don't know halfway. I don't know going halfway. I got to go all out. Yeah. I'm going all out. I'm trying to prove a point. Yeah. So any artist that's listening right now, don't know halfway. Halfway ain't never cut it. You got to go all the way or don't go. So that's just me. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Listen, I don't care what the situation is. Even when I couldn't buy clothes, I still rented suits.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know halfway. So before I got into the Southern Soul game, whatever they want to call it, I was making the same kind of noise doing shows with T-Pain. I was putting up the same way. When I was getting when they flew me to London to do a set and gave me 11,000 pounds as an artist.
Yeah.
When they flew me to Essex in London and I performed there, they came and picked me up in a stretch Bentley.
Yeah.
They came and picked us up at the airport in a stretch Bentley. I don't know no other way, man. I don't know. Even when I was starving and didn't have, I still didn't look like I didn't have. I looked like I had plenty. And it didn't. See, a lot of artists don't know how to. Okay, a lot of artists get mad at other artists because of confidence.
Yeah.
If somebody, I don't know no artist that should walk around with their head down saying, "Come by here, my Lord." You know what? The thing about me is some people say, "Stacci, you think you all that?" You know what? You right. Am I supposed to think I'm nothing?
Yeah.
Kevin Young, do you think you all that?
And then some.
Okay. Mr. Loud, do you think you all that?
Shit.
Okay. Every artist on here supposed to think you all that. Every promoter supposed to think he all that. If you're a promoter and say, well, you know, I'm just a promoter. Guess what? Don't book me. I ain't the guy you want.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, communication is what rules the nation. Communication.
Effective.
We got to learn. Yeah. We got to learn how to sit down as men, right? When I pulled up at the ZBT Award, my whole goal was to knock these niggas' heads off. That was my goal. When I pulled up, I'm here. He here. Period. That's it. He here. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, y'all. I don't get it. Didn't bother one. I'm gonna tell you one why I don't have no problem with it. Right? I don't boast or brag, but I'm pretty good with these right here. I don't want to use them, but I'm pretty good with them. So I don't worry about nobody coming at me that way. But I'm non-violent. I'm only non-violent until I have to be violent. Then on any level, I'm willing to go there. So I don't care what. If I get out of Rolls Royce, I walk down the streets of Houston in that same outfit I had on, and then you know where I was. You think somebody came to me and said, "Hey, man, we finna take"? No, this nigga will come up to me like I was a sheik. Oh man, what? Because at the end of the day, when I come, I'm there. I ain't apologetic. I ain't apologizing for nothing.
Is it fair to say it takes money to make money?
It takes conversation. It go both ways. Because sometimes your conversation and your character can make you money. Yeah. Sometimes, but 80% of the time, it takes something to get something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't boil water without a pot. Ain't nobody going to the stove just pouring water on the stove. You got to have a pot. You see what I'm saying? You just pouring water on the stove, what's gonna happen to it? You'll shell Kevin Young. You just pouring water on the heat, what's gonna happen? Yeah, the shit gonna burn. You'll never get no water.
So let me ask you this question. Let's switch. What's your relationship with Calvin Richardson, and how did you guys formulate their relationship?
Okay, my first show that I ever did with Calvin Richardson was like 2001. See, they don't know that part of the story. Okay, me, Calvin Richardson, and Anthony Hamilton did a show. Me and Lou Battle was in a group called LJ. We were 34 top 100 in the country in Billboard. Me and Lou Battle. We had a song called Fortunately. So we were going around doing retail runs and doing different shows. And at the time, that was my first time meeting Calvin Richardson, like 01, 02. After that, you know, I kept running into him in the Southern Soul circuit. So finally, I inboxed him on Instagram about some business. And we started communicating in that way. And after that, he saw that I was real. But one thing I always can say about Calvin, right? Yeah. People don't know this. The same Calvin Richardson that'll come and get whatever he get for a show also got hard enough to go do a show for people that might be sick just to show him love, and nobody even know about it. Yeah. People won't even know about it. So I respect Calvin's heart. So when I see Calvin, sometimes I see a reflection of me internally because he go all out. He gonna dress. Calvin been like that since I know him. He ain't just started dressing this year now. When I met Kevin in 2001, he was dressing. When I first met him, he was dressing. So he ain't just started dressing this week. He been doing that. But we have kindred spirits. So in order for Kevin, and see, this is all that matters with me. In order for me to be able to roll with Calvin Richardson and somebody I can learn from, Calvin. And iron sharpen iron. You can paint up a piece of wood like iron, but it's gonna cut that wood every time. Yeah. So we got kindred spirits. So we work together. We put in work. Like we got stuff going on. And so what I mean by planting seeds, in order for me to be in the position I'm in, no matter what other Southern Soul artists say or whatever, half of them are killed to be riding around with Kevin Richardson, with getting in work and performing.
Yeah,
that's the position. But guess what? Guess what? When you're doing God's will, He'll put you around people that'll help elevate you.
Yeah,
that's anybody. If you're doing God's will, He'll put you in the midst of people that will help elevate you, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and musically. If that be the case,
so did Calvin pick you to mentor you, or you picked him to be your mentor?
We picked each other.
Yeah, it was mutual. Okay,
mutual. Because at the end of the day, he really don't have time to do a lot of mentoring. Man, the man on the road Thursday through Sunday, so hard to take somebody just boom, boom, boom. He on the road every day. It's the same thing with a guy like Tucker. In order for Fat Daddy and Mr. Smoke to be with a guy like Tucker, it's something about him he can relate to. They can relate. Yeah. So you know how many Negroes niggas wish they could hang with Tucker and be Ryan Tucker? Yeah. At the end of the day, it ain't nothing wrong with that, because the goal is to get around those that can help you get in a better position. That's the goal. Yeah. Yeah. Anything we doing. If anybody tell you, well, hell, man, I do this myself, you a fool. You can't do it yourself. That's foolish talk. Yeah. It ain't no such thing as an independent artist. We are all dependent on something. All that independent boss stuff. I might be the boss of blues. Get what? End of the day, I still got to depend on my road manager, Manu, to go out there with me, get on the road. I got to depend on the people to print my CD. I ain't independent, man. I got to have help, and I got to depend on God to keep me safe. Yeah, I ain't independent. I'm dependent on Kevin Young right now. I'm on Off the Record and Mr. Live. I'm depending on y'all platform to get my message out. I'm dependent, and I appreciate that. Yeah, and you know what? And you know me and you, we talk all the time, man. You know, I was talking to Tucker earlier, and one thing we can agree is that, you know, you've always been a positive guy. You know, I have never heard you speak negative about nobody. You're kind of like me. It might be some negativity, but you always put a positive spin on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we should do as men. You know, you can't stop people from talking about you, you know, but like I said, you can control your thoughts on how you can convey a message to other folks in a positive way. That's one thing I've always said about you, that people talk junk. You know, people tell me all the time. I said, man, I don't want to hear that. You know, you can't tell me nothing about nobody that I talk to. You can't tell me. So, but I have heard those stories. That's why I said, when Stacci come on here, I'm gonna ask you, how do you react with some of the things that people say about you? Because they don't have no confidence. They don't have no confidence. Yeah. I tell you what. Yeah. It's like this. Like, the reason I booked Tucker was out of respect, because I had met Tucker years before when he was first grinding. So I saw where Tucker came from. So when Tucker gave me the price or whatever he gave me when I first booked him, right, I paid it. But I know where you come from. I seen you grinding. Yeah. So at the end of the day, everybody go through different phases of their book of life, right? In this chapter that guys like Tucker, Ian, and Kevin, and they're in prosperity, that chapter. But people don't know how hard Kevin Richardson had to grind to get the way he at. To my man, people don't went through it, man. Yeah. People don't know how hard Tucker had to grind to get where he at. I don't care what they say. I got respect. Like even a Mr. Smoke, a guy like Mr. Smoke. People don't know the years that man done put in with quartet singing and going from church to church, making people stand on their feet, singing till the light come on. I got respect. You know, these people professional. You got a guy like Fat Daddy. People, these guys are professional, man. Yeah. Live a professional, audio professional. Every artist, if you don't got $1, you a pro. You're not upcoming, you a pro, and you just upcoming economically. You trying to make more money, but for performing, no, you a vet. I'm a veteran at this, man. I've been doing this as a commercialist since I was 15. I'm a vet. So let me ask you. So what was your experience like as a promoter on the R&B and hip hop side with the Rick Rosses, with the people you booked over there? What was your experience over there? What was the attitudes like? Well, over on that side is much more expensive, but it's the same money. Yeah. So you turn around and give a guy $75,000, right? You really don't have no more room unless, you know, and at that time I was taking a risk. I paid him $75,000. I might have not had but 82 in my name. Yeah. Thinking everybody telling me, all my homeboys, I'm listening to the weed here. Hey man, you finna get rich. My boy that I gave $1,500. Oh man, you know you finna Rick Ross. You finna make a $200,000. So when I snooped in the parking lot and seen everybody standing out there smoking reefer, I'm gonna use the old term, reefer. Yeah. I seen everybody else smoking reefer. I ain't gonna say weed. I'm gonna say they were smoking reefer. I was so mad. They out there smoking. I got 300 people in the club, so I did what any promoter do. I went out there. I'm supposed to be the artist trying to stand back. I said, well, what y'all? I started telling me, so I was charging $50 at the door. So I started taking with it. I turned into a church then to give what you can. I had quarters. I had $20. You know, at that point, I started the last hour. I started taking whatever you got to come in the door. You got $20, $10, $15. Just come on, come as you are. I went to a fire sale, like any promoter that got good sense. That last hour, he look out there and see people standing up. It turned into what you call a fire sale. Man, you want to come in? Just shoot me $7.
You want to get anything, huh?
Hey, last ninth hour, you going for broke then?
Yeah. So somebody had a question. Somebody said, ask him, why is the music business so misogynistic, chauvinistic, and sexist against women?
Well, it depends on what music you're listening to. Yeah. You got some music that edify women. All of it pertaining to what the woman want to put herself in a position to be in. If she want to come and get on the video and wear a G-string, that's her decision and her choice. So at the end of the day, all the music not like that. It just depending on the music. Like say for instance, as many times as we seen Tucker perform, how many times we seen him walk out with 3 women dancing behind him with G-strings on? 0.
Nope.
Many times we see Kevin Richardson come out on the stage. How many times we seen somebody standing behind him with a thong on dancing? Okay, all I'm saying is, so it just depends on the music you want to listen to. The whole industry is not like that. You have to pick the part of the industry you want to be a part of. If you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a part of the straight gospel music, then go to church. If you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a part of you can go get Kim, Gregory Porter. That might be your Rochelle Ferrell. That might be your speed. Then you got some people want to go with Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, and the Baby and Lil Baby. It just depends on what you like. So it depends on the set of music you pick.
Now, as an artist, do lyrical content matters?
Yeah.
Okay, why so? Well,
I tell you what I did was when I was blowing up as a rap singer, right? I had a record that blew up for me. But the record that blew up for me the second record that blew up was so nasty, I couldn't get shows off of it. Yeah. Because I thought it blew up, but I couldn't get shows because they'll be like, hey man. Then I found myself rushing back, having to do a clean version, trying to clean it up when I should have did the clean version first anyway. I could have did the same thing, but I just was trying to, when I was trying to do whatever I could to excite the crowd and get their attention. So, so it matters, but then it depends on the kind of music you're doing. If I'm a gangster rapper, I'm supposed to be talking about killing and murder. Okay. If I'm a gangster rapper.
What about in Southern Soul? What about in Southern Soul? What should artists be singing about in Southern Soul?
Whatever they think.
Since it's really a compilation of everything, so what should they really be singing about in Southern Soul? Since it's 98% of the women that's coming to the shows, you think?
I think every artist should do what's in their spirit to do. I just think they got to do it knowing whatever you put out is what you're gonna get back. Yeah. So if you put out a record that's risque or that's cussing out women or whatever, then that's what you're trying to draw. My thing is I just make music. See, I'm just an artist. Yeah. Like the 2 top people in the game, right, are not Southern Soul. They just be raw and real. Tucker is not Southern Soul. Tucker to me is like, when I hear Tucker, I kind of hear R. Kelly a little bit. Believe it or not, that tone, I hear that tone a little bit. He got an R. Kelly-ish tone. When I first heard him, I said, damn, years ago, he got a tone similar to R. Kelly. His music is groove music. He ain't got nobody beating banjos in the back playing 15 guitars. He's a groover. He the king of swing. Yeah. Kevin Richardson is a soul R&B artist. But it's just about making music. People kill me with trying to make you be, well, you ain't Southern Soul. Just because your music sound better than theirs.
You think that's a premise of why they say that?
People say you ain't Southern Soul when your music sound better than theirs. Period, point blank.
Yeah.
I dropped a video, right? Somebody put up one of my videos today. Somebody put up my video. Oh, so this is Southern Soul?
Oh, man.
You know why? You know why they did that?
Why?
Because of what you call jealousy.
Yeah.
Because they see plains, they see oceans, they see beaches. So they mad. So what I did was went directly to the page of the person that said that. And get what I realized when I looked through their pictures.
What?
They are a member of the have-nots.
So they don't deserve no compensation.
Oh, I didn't even say that. You know, used to me talk going back with a person that I see that they got on their line, they jump in their car. They on line, jump in their car. What am I gonna argue with you about? If you go on live, jump in your car, but you don't went on my post talking about is this so and so.
I'm just saying, man. So, Stacci, let me ask you a question. What's your opinion? What's your opinion of a hit song? What is a hit song?
A hit song? What line went?
I don't know. What's a hit song?
A hit song is whatever the people like.
Mm-hmm. It's determined by the fans.
Yeah, the fans determine the hit.
Yeah,
100%.
So why do artists always say, "Man, I got a hit song," when it ain't been determined by the fans yet?
But we all feel good about our music. It's just how we feel. You know, I feel like every record I do is a hit, but it don't mean that. It's just how we feel. You know, it's about like every parent feel like their child the best. You know, it's just how you feel because it's your production. So if you correlate that to, like, say for instance, how much you love your grandson, you feel like your grandson the best grandson in the world because he's a product and a piece of you. So something may happen that you have to scold them, but you still feel like they're the best. So it's the same thing with music. When you do music and you put music out, you want to feel like your music the best. You want to feel like all of us are hit. That's just how we feel as artists. Every artist should feel that way.
So should it be competitive?
It ain't no way around.
Not malice, but should it be competitive?
Yeah, it's going on with
this business. Is it a competitive sport?
It's a competitive sport. There's no way around it. Because everybody trying to get the biggest lie in the world ever told, and I want people to hear me when I say this, is that there's enough room for everybody, or there's enough money to go around. Yeah, that's definitely not true. You know, everybody don't. If it, you know, it ain't that the case. So you got to be competitive enough to get in the mix. So we all competing, but it don't have to be to the point where we hating each other. Yeah. Everybody trying to make a hit record, and everybody want to go number one. I don't know nobody wake up in their bed and say, you know what? When I go race, I want to get second place. Yeah. Today, I don't know nobody wake up and say, I want to get second place today. I'm gonna go up here. You know what? Today, I'm gonna go here today. I want to get fourth place, man. Yeah, let's win fourth place. Everybody from kids are taught to try to be number one. That's just what we taught. Nobody trying to be number two. Yeah. So number two, that mean you the first man to get your ass whooped. Yeah, you're the first loser. Yeah. So let me ask you this question right here. So what's your relationship with DJs? I ain't got no problem. I love it. The DJ make the world go round. Yeah. They the most important pieces in this particular part of music because there's not a lot of radio outlets. Radio ain't everywhere. It ain't like mainstream. You can go everywhere and be on all these stations. You only got a few stations here and there that play it. So you have to, in this game, you have to depend on the DJs. All of the DJs. All of them. So you're in the Atlanta area, right? Yeah. So do you help those artists get their music on the radio? I heard you mention that before. Is that true? Is that truth or false? Yeah, that's true. I've got a lot of artists on radio that didn't even know it. Yeah. I've gotten on 103.7. I got Jeter Jones, Black Horse. I was the first one sending it over there. Mr. Smoke record, good Lord. But Mr. Smoke have helped get me on shows and got me on the radio down here area. It's several artists. I sent audio record over there, Benito. I sent one of Jenna Harris's records over there. I sent the Guatemala over to the station. Yeah, because I like a record. It don't profit me none to not help a person out that got good music. Yeah, it don't profit me none. Yeah, because if you send the music off, let it get played, especially in the area where they play the music. Like 103.7 is a record-breaking station. They play Southern Soul music. Yeah, exactly. Especially when they want to talk about Southern Soul should be one fight, one team. So why shouldn't you, if you can, help out to promote Southern Soul? But see, a lot of folks don't see it that way. Like this the whole thing. Like say for instance, like Jeter. I respect what Jeter Jones do. Jeter Jones go hard every show. Now I done had shows. I done sent Jeter to, or sent people to book Jeter. He got one coming up in Culloden. Lady called me. She said, "I'm looking for somebody to bring to my show." Right? She talking to an artist now. She didn't say Stacci Adams. She said, "Who you think would be good to bring to my show?" I said, "Well, who you looking at?" So I sent over a few people. Video. I sent over Mr. Live music. I sent over Jeter music. She said, they like Jeter Jones because he been out here before.
Yeah.
But I sent over people music before and tried to get them on shows. So she got on the phone with Jeter and booked them for whatever price I called Jeter. I said, a lady gonna give you a call. See, I can't be making this up if it wasn't true.
Yeah.
I'm on people looking at me. She called Jeter and booked him in Cologne, Georgia. He gonna be down in Cologne on August the 6th, I think, down in Cologne, Georgia. I ain't even on the show.
Yeah.
I didn't say, well, look, you need to bring me here.
Yeah.
Ain't no problem. What God got for me, I'm gonna meet him to get it. Remember look what I said now. I said, what God got for me, I'm going to meet him to get it. I ain't say I'm gonna say it's gonna be for me. I'm gonna walk to him, I'm gonna keep faithful and go to God and get what he got for me. So I ain't gonna never.
So Stacci, is it fair to say were you on R&B side?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so how would you respond to people saying that you come over here because you're R&B reject?
Well, I left $3,500. I left $3,500 a show on the table. See, a reject is somebody can't get a dime and done lost all that. I left money on the table. I left money on the table. Like literally, I can get booked today, right now, for my old music for $3,000 or $4,000 right now. All I got to do is say, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I can go get it. But I don't want to do that no more. I'm past it. I like what I'm doing now. I like talking about love. I like talking about doing it for love. I love to hear the smell of chicken bunning. I love to see the pigs turning. I love it over here. I love it. So that's where I'm always be. See, God will test you. The minute I say I ain't want to do the music that I was doing no more, somebody called me with a $4,000 show. Get what I told them? No, I'm all right. Because at that point, when you make a pact with God, it can't never be about the money.
Yeah.
When you make a pact with God, you can fool everybody else, but you can't fool the Most High now. So when I made that pact with God, 2 days later, somebody called me with a show. I could have easily said, oh, yeah. No, God, I told y'all we're going to do it. I'm done. So I am the boss of blues now, whether they like it or not. I'm on the soul side, baby. And I'm shaking.
And you're here to stay. You're here to stay. So look, when you do your videos, you don't actually do the videos. You got a team, right?
I got a team.
So how do you, I mean, that video you just did looked like a very expensive video. So before you did that video, what was the first thing you did before you shot that video?
I wrote a treatment. Then when I wrote a treatment, I got in touch with Tybee Island. I pulled all permits necessary to get a quarter mile of the beach. So I paid for the permits and got a quarter mile of the beach, put in all the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Me, Minute that working with me on it. As far as once I pulled all the permits, and I had security, the number of security I needed. I had to get insurance for the turtles because it's turtle season. So they got turtle down there. If you kill a turtle, it costs $100,000. Somebody step on the turtle because they're in danger. Yeah. So I pulled all the permits needed. Right? And then I sent the treatment over to my team. See, this is the thing about it. The team that I rock with, I've been rocking with since I was doing rap. Yeah. I got an in-house team. So and a lot of times, instead of people getting jealous of Stacci Adams, they might need to call and say, how can I work with you? Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna shoot no video if I can't compete with Chris Brown now. I'm just stay at the house. I don't want to do no cell phone shoot. If I got to shoot a video that I can't compete with, I just leave it alone. That's just me. I don't know halfway.
But should the video come before the song or the song before the video, in your opinion?
Same time. So when I dropped Do It For Love, I knew that I needed to have them working at the same time because music done changed now. Yeah. You want to be able to, people, it's visual. Back in the day when my daddy was young, they used to sit around and listen to the radio like this. But now it's about people seeing you, people liking your music. So you want to stay as visual as possible. Yeah. So my song now that just dropped, last check was like 37 top 100 on Billboard, Urban AC. Yeah. And they say Stacci Flex.
Okay, hold up. Stop right there. So I've heard a lot of people say they on Billboard. So is this the real Billboard or what?
The real one.
How do I determine if it's the real Billboard? I should be able to Google it, right, and pull it up.
You can Google it, but now what happened with that, they also can pull it up like the radio people. Like anybody got access to BDS can go in and put in their code and they can pull it up. So it's gonna be based on spins and play and ads. So you got Cupid on there, you got Tucker on there, you got King George on there, you got Tucker, Lenny Williams hit number 27 today. Lenny Williams just hit 27. With a new record, he got Shouts Out to Airplay. Lenny Williams. So you got about 5 artists that represent the Southern Soul game that's on there. Tucker song Jukebox on there, moving good too.
Yeah. So since you have connections in the R&B world and hip hop world, so how can you facilitate getting R&B over there? How can you do that?
get R&B over with.
Or would you recommend that right now at this point?
For R&B artists to come over this side?
No, for Southern Soul to continue to not be non-voluminous, for it to get bigger, voluminous.
Okay, well, this the whole catch.
With your connection.
It's a monster over that side.
Okay.
What I mean, over that side, everybody got on Gucci and Louis. Everybody pulling up. Everybody doing what that's why I do it. That's all I know. Everybody like that. So unless you're ready to compete with that monster, that's a whole nother monster.
Yeah.
But then that's why you got a lot of people who are in the R&B world that's coming to this side. You see what I'm saying? I came to this side because I never left it. I was born doing this.
Yeah.
People don't understand. I was born singing the Johnny Taylors and the Martins. I grew up in that. So I never was not part of this side. It's just that when this first song I had hit the chart was a singing song. It was a soul song. You know, me and Lou Battle. This is just facts. So my thing is, I would tell any artist, always be prepared for what you're trying to do. Don't get mad if you ain't prepared now. If you show up to a show and your CD ain't working, don't get mad at the DJ.
Yeah. So is R&B dead? Your opinion?
No, hell no.
Some people say it.
How dead the Keys wet and go get $70,000? How dead you got Ralph Tresvant. Tresvant himself, just Ralph Tresvant can wake up and go get 35.
And Charlie Wilson and Joe and all them. Yeah.
But this the whole catch.
Yeah.
Most people that say R&B dead is the people that can't sing R&B.
Yeah.
Like, right now, say for instance, you take that song Hard Loving that Mr. Live got.
Yeah.
That's an R&B or Southern Soul hit.
Yeah.
Period. It can go either way. It can go on the Southern Soul side, or it can go straight R&B. It can go either way. You can take the song I got, Do It for Love. It can go either way. Yeah. So it ain't no rules to this. So if anybody say R&B dead, man, ask them to play you one of their R&B songs.
Yeah.
Let them play you one of your records.
So Stacci, how do you feel about the structure and the professionalism over here in Southern Soul? How do you feel about that?
I feel that the structure of Southern Soul, I think a lot of times, but that's a tough question. Ask me that again, because
because you know as well as I know, without no structure, there's always going to be chaos.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you about the structure.
Okay.
The structure is not a good structure. The reason it's not a good structure is because Southern Soul is very small. Everybody know everybody. So one person can get jealous of you and they can plant a lie. And a lie is just as powerful as the truth if people don't know the difference. If the person don't know the difference, the lie just as strong as the truth. They don't know the difference between the two.
Yeah.
So you got to think. I think what the problem is once again, it go back to the have and the have-nots.
Yeah.
You gonna always have more people that don't have than people that have. Period. In this world.
That's a fact. There's
no way around it.
Yeah.
So when you have a person that don't have, and they started looking and reaching, saying, "Help me, man! Come on, help me!" And they see the people up top looking down at them. It turns into anger.
Yeah.
It turns into resentment. It turns into hate. It ain't nobody that been around me I haven't tried to assist in one way or another that do music. It ain't nobody that I've ever met that if I like them, I haven't tried to do something to assist in music. Nobody. That's principle.
I believe that.
Nobody. If I'm around you, get what? I'm gonna try to see how can I help you.
Yeah.
Even if it take me put my own money into it for you, I'll try. Hey, listen, I'll do this, you do this. I've done it. I do it. But I understand that I don't look down on nobody because everybody's in a different financial position.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Just like Stacci Adams can have today, I can be back at the bottom tomorrow. So I treat the man with nothing just as well as I treat the man that got everything. Because the man with nothing is just $1 ticket away of being a millionaire. $1.
That's true.
The man with nothing is $1 away from being rich. $1. He walk in the store. Show you how God works. A man don't have nothing. Walk in the store. Spend $1. And now you turn around. He paid by you in a Rolls Royce. That's how the world set up. Anybody can win at any time.
Yeah.
But you can't win if you don't play.
Yeah. All right. Hey, people saying I'm not letting live ask no questions. You got a question live?
Yeah, man. Are you still managing people?
I tell you, I ain't never really managed people, but I'm willing to work and share the knowledge to help an artist get to the next phase. Like, say for instance, that's why when I first met you live, right? I had a respect for you because I understood you weren't honored in your own hometown. I understood that. So when I first met you, I respected you because I knew you had a lot of stuff going on right there in your city that you should have been a part of, but for whatever reason you wasn't. So that's why I took a liking to you, because you was in the struggle and you were trying to find your way, and I respected that. So that's why I took a like. When I first met you, I never forget you had on that white top. And yeah, I said, "Then who the dude with the gold teeth in the same?" You perform. I said, Holmes go hard. I walked up to you and said, "Bro, you got down." But you got to think, me and you both performed in scrub time. We went on in scrub time. We went on in the middle of the day. You know, we got the garbage minutes, but that's fine. There ain't nothing wrong with the garbage minutes. So every artist have to make the best of whatever they got. So that's when I first met you. I met you on that particular. That was the respect that I gained from watching you, because I associated my struggle with your struggle, because even in my hometown, I had to break them down. Right. I had to break them down. And see, it's harder to break people down in Houston, Texas than it is in Milledgeville, Georgia. You know, Houston, Texas is a metropolis. So what happens is you can get frustrated because of that. Is the most frustrating thing in the world is to be in a cage, right? And not let out. Right? So see, when I was in a cage, I kept chewing on it, gnawing on it, chewing on it, gnawing on it, chewing on it, gnawing until all of a sudden the door slid open. And a lot of times, though, because God blessed me in a lot of ways financially, I could take some of the things other artists couldn't take because I had other stuff going on. See, every artist can take stuff different. I can't expect the artist that's really in the street. You got artists out here who got a sick mother, a sick father, working 2 jobs. Their frustration gonna be different from mine, so I respect that. But at the same time, it's also a way I can show them where you can get economics to be able to push your project. Everybody can put themselves in a position to be able to win. Now, everybody ain't gonna win. I have accepted to myself. My people know, and I've had this conversation. Stacci, look at me looking in the mirror right now like I'm looking at off the record. You may do all this and lose, man. You may not make $1. You may do all these videos and not ever get the bookings you want. Are you prepared for the lose? Don't ever go in nothing not prepared mentally, spiritually, emotionally to lose. A lot of people say don't never think about losing. I say no, you could possibly lose. I ain't never went into a game or went into a situation. Kevin Young, military man. He know wherever he at, it's a possibility he could get killed.
Yep, that's true.
He know.
Hell yeah, because that motherfucker got that gun everywhere he got that gun.
Right.
It ain't no way. He know by the military know when you leave there, they tell you it's a possibility you won't go back home. You gotta accept it. That's the only way you can be a soldier.
They tell you make sure your insurance policy is up to date.
Hey, listen, the only way you can be a soldier, and I want everybody to hear this, is to be willing to die. That's the only way you can be a real soldier now.
Yeah.
See,
so Stacci, go ahead. Go and finish that. I got a question for you. Go ahead.
See, and you have to be willing to die in order to live. That's what I live by. You have to be willing to die in order to live. So as an artist or whatever you do, don't be afraid to take a step, whether you win or lose, because you might lose. It's fine. Losing ain't that bad, man. It happens. But losing builds character. Winning sustains character. Losing builds it, but winning sustains it. You don't want to lose every day and think, oh, my character getting built. Hell no, you losing, man. You just losing right now. But you want to lose, and then when you start winning, know that you got to keep the same character and the same grind that you had before you won. That's how you stay winning. So losing builds character. Winning sustains the character that was built.
Right.
Let's talk about the ladies, man. So do you think the ladies get a fair break over in Southern Soul?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Wait, okay, so you say in Southern Soul, first of all, wherever you go in life, it ain't no handouts. Nobody owes us nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody owes Stacci nothing, Kevin nothing, or Live nothing. Nobody owe anybody anything. So last thing you want to have is what I call a charitable donation booking.
Ooh.
Because at the end of the day, if you're not hot, you can't expect. You got the WNBA and the NBA. The WNBA is screaming all day. They getting all this money, but the NBA generating the money. It's just business. They're generating it.
Yeah.
So as an artist, any promoter want to bring the people that's going to generate the money. After you book the artist that's going to generate the money, then the promoter can say, I want to put at least 2 or 3 on that I can break and give a chance. The whole thing, the whole problem is promoting artists bump heads on how much a chance going to cost.
Yeah.
As a promoter, Kevin Young bring me down to Temple, Texas, and I ain't even got a half a fan. Right? If I don't have a half a fan there, and I say, yeah, Kevin, you bring me on down there, boy, but shit, man, shoot your boy 1,500. You gonna say, huh? 1,500? Yeah, man, I'm gonna knock the flow bowls out. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna knock the flow bowls out, man. You're gonna see people falling on the floor. But they don't understand. So that's what the artist and the promoter got to see eye to eye. So if Kevin Young calls Stacci and say, hey, man, I want to bring you to Temple, Texas. First thing I'm gonna say, yeah, man, let's do a dough split. I get my own room.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, what Kevin Young gonna say, well, we're gonna get the flyer done and we're gonna get it going. So if we don't get but 75 people, that was our 75.
Yep. Yeah.
So it ain't nobody mad. So so you and I won't have to bump heads where you done gave me an arm and a leg, and I walk out the door, drive off, and you standing there missing your arm and leg.
Yeah. Hey, Stacci, you said you made history and stuff. So how'd you make history? You was the first person to book somebody?
I'm the first person book promoters. Listen. I called Kevin Young. Hold on. I called Kevin Young and booked Kevin Young down in Sanderville, Georgia. Then I called K9 and tried to book K9 to bring him down to the show me and Kevin did down in Ponchatoula.
That joker put me on the flyer and everything. I said, man, what you doing? I'm booking you, man. I said, what the hell?
So think about this though. Think about this, right? So let me ask you something, Kevin.
Yeah.
Right. I did that out of respect of what you try to do as a promoter in your realness. Because see, even though you can be, sometimes the truth hurt, man. Like if somebody look at me and say, Stacci, take your glasses off. I take my glasses off and say, man, damn, nigga, you like your eye crooked. And if I really got a crooked eye, they're gonna hurt me. If my eye crooked, they're gonna hurt me. The truth hurt, man.
Yeah.
So a lot of times what I've learned is how to, instead of pour the truth on, sometimes I'll leak the truth on. See, Kevin Young, you pour the truth on. You just say, fuck it. Yeah. But that's your background, because when you came into the military, they poured it on you. Yeah. So that's ain't nothing wrong with that. But artists and promoters got to figure out. Now back to the female artists. I want to make sure I answer that the correct way, because I know the female artists look at it and say, "Don't say the wrong thing, Stacci. We waiting to type down here." But I'm gonna say it like this: every female artist, I feel like you got talent, you great, but you got to always be figuring out how to revolutionize how to evolve and see how you can get yourself in the mix, right? Because one thing, the only way I got myself in the mix was in the beginning. Well, I went and I booked the top of the top. So everybody be like, who that nigga think he is? Who is that little feeling here with talking Sir Charles on the flyer? Yep, I'm right here. Told to be the boss of blue. We ain't seen him nowhere in these streets. Let me tell you something. The biggest misconception in the world is that you got to struggle to be solidified. To make it, you got to go through the fire. Down the fire. Some people don't ever go through the fire. Do you think Bronny James gonna ever go through the fire? Yeah. Do you think LeBron James' son ever gonna have to go through the fire? Yeah. He gonna ever be with that? Everybody. So I don't buy that. See, my dad and mama taught me, man, you ain't got to struggle to make it. Don't let nobody say you that dream. Well, you got to do this. You got to sleep on the
mud. Get it out the mud.
Listen, if I can get it without getting muddy, if I can get it without getting no mud on me, I'm getting it without getting no mud on me. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: only person, a fool, if they say you got 100 flights of stairs, you got a choice between the elevator and the stair. The only person gonna pick the stair is the fool, is a person trying to get in shape. Say, I'm just gonna do this, get in shape. Everybody gonna pick the elevator to go 100 flights up. Nobody going up the stairs. Yeah. if you got a choice, unless now you working out, you training, say I'm trying to get my steps in and want to get my steps in, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk. I'm gonna walk these stairs today instead of taking the elevator. Anybody that want to take the easy way, in every neighborhood, you got what they call a path. That means a shortcut. Instead of going around the road, you go through the bushes and go on the other street. Every kid got a path. I don't care. You go to New York, they got a shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
If you can take the shortcut, take it.
Take it.
Take it.
So Stacci, let me ask you this question right here. As a seasoned artist, what advice would you give to any new artist, male or female, to come into music / Southern Soul?
First advice I'm gonna give you is get some money coming in beside the music. Get a job or either get a business and have money coming in so you can sustain. Make sure you have your health insurance, your life and death insurance, and make sure you have your stuff in order at your home. Make sure your lights are on, and before you buy anything dealing with music, make sure your bills are paid up in the house and that you can take care of your family. That's the first thing. Secondly,
come on, boy.
Secondly, the second thing is look in the mirror and say to yourself, it's a chance that I may not make it. But God, I'm depending on you to give me the strength to go as hard as I can to get to where I want to be. Everybody is not going to do what Tucker and Kevin is doing.
Yeah.
It may not never happen. So you have to accept that, because for some reason or another, God saw fit to put these guys at the level they at.
Yep.
And get mad at them. That's God. So God has blessed them. So you got to tell God, I want you to give me the blessing that I deserve. So I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna say this in a way where y'all can understand it. Make sure you understand it. You got to be prepared before you pray. My biggest thing in life is I'm prepared before I pray. Some people ask God for a blessing the size of an ocean, but all they got is lake space. I'm gonna say it again. Some people ask God for a blessing the size of an ocean, but all they got in their life is lake space. So if I want a new car, right, and if I don't have no license, and I say, God, I gotta pray. Listen, I pray, God, I ain't got no car yet, but get what? God looking at me like, well, nigga, if I give you a car, you're gonna end up getting locked up. Now I got to get your bailed out of jail, driving no license. So get what? First thing you want to do is be prepared before you pray for a car. Go get your license. Next thing you want to do is go get you a job to be able to afford that car that you're asking God for. Yeah. So now once you're prepared, you turn down and you say, God, I'm asking you to bless me with the vehicle I want. I got a car, I got a job, I got license. Get what God gonna do then? He gonna start working. He gonna either send somebody with a car first to help you get to work, then you'll turn around and be able to buy your own car because now you're prepared to pay for it. So everybody be prepared before you pray. So if you want to do music, that's the first thing you got to do before you tell God you want to make it. You got to go to the studio. You got to record a song. Yeah. You got to get your song mixed and mastered. And once that's done, I say, God, I got my song recorded. It's all I got to work with. Now I'm gonna go with this. Then get what happened. God will start pushing. Next thing you know, you get a show here, a show there. So you take a guy like Bishop Bullwinkle when he blowed up. God bless his dead. You got a man that was a comedian, was an old man when he blowed. But look at how God blessed him in his later years with a song that was really like, hey, because guess what? He went in, he believed, and an old man took off. That's why I say it ain't no rules to the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Long as the game is going on, you can play ball.
Yeah.
That's
Only way that you can't try is in death.
Yeah.
That's the only way. In death is when it's over.
Somebody had a question. They said, how can a woman revolutionize herself?
First of all, if I had a female artist right now, right? If I had a female artist, I would produce her a record and go in, either let her write it or we write it together, something that she can carry. Make a record that you can tote. Don't make no record you can't carry. Show you what I mean. When I was a rap singer, I had a song talking about popping pills. I didn't pop no pill. So I'm in Mississippi. At the end of the show, I'm in the room with a bunch of pill poppers. So they come to me, hey man, and pour out 5 different color pills in my hand. Yeah. So get what? I poured it back in there, right then and there. Oh man, this nigga flexing. So always do something you can carry. So guess what? Make your record that you can tote vocally, that you can perform vocally, and that you can show the best you on. So first, the biggest problem a lot of artists make is recording a record that's not in their key. First, find your key. What key can you do this song in successfully every night? If you do get a hit, Like, say, you don't want to be like, and please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna say it. You don't want to be like, what's the guy? You make me happy.
Oh,
damn, man,
Frankie Beverly.
Frankie Beverly. Frankie Beverly was singing a song that's a hit, but it was out of his range.
Yeah.
So now when he sang, he started losing his voice so bad because certain notes he couldn't keep doing every night.
Yeah.
Because the record took off, but it was out of his range.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing as a female artist, any artist, find the key that you can successfully perform that song in, and you can give it your all and just go for what you know, because it ain't no guarantee way. I can't give you a formula that's a guarantee because there ain't no formula that's going to guarantee. But what you can do is perform and record a record that you can hold and that you can be proud with and go out and get your best performance on. Because at the end of the day, this is a performance game on this side.
Yeah. And that goes into my next question. You play basketball, I play sports. Everybody don't make the team, Stacci.
Everybody don't.
So what do you do them ones with no structure that's on the team that's hurt the team? What do you do?
Well, the thing about it is that's when it go back to whoever the coach is.
Yeah, but there's no coach. Ain't no coach over here.
I'm saying in this game, the coach are the promoters and the managers.
The fans.
The coach, but the coaches also can be promoters. Because you got some promoters that'll give that same artist a chance over and over.
Yeah.
So if it's like this, if you got a rapper, like everybody talking about all the rappers that's getting killed and all the rappers things that's happening, but the rappers are rapping about this. This is what they stand for. It come with the game. So end of the day, if an artist is in here, if they doing what they do and it work, believe it or not, everybody got a fan. The worst artists in the world got somebody that like them. The worst artists in the world got somebody that think they hot. I don't care if it's their mama. It's just their mama and their daddy. Somebody like them. Yeah. So I always like to say, do what you love to do, but at the same time, don't get mad when somebody don't like you doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
There's some people that came to me and say, hey, man, that song, garbage, man. Well, I said, okay, man, no problem. I ain't get mad.
That's constructive criticism.
Yeah, but then what happens is, I'm gonna tell you what changed constructive criticism sometimes.
Yeah. They
see you 2 years later and you had 10,000 show. Boy, I've been listening to that, man. Boy, you got your one. I done had to say, listen, I done had a promoter, when I was doing the rap singing, tell me, man, shoot, that record you got with Trick Daddy, man, garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Then that same promoter booked me down in Miami at the beach. They gave me 5,000. Be like, boy, you a trick boy, y'all, but y'all hell together.
Oh yeah.
So you can't worry about what a person say about you.
Yeah. You
can't worry about it. You just got to stay faithful in what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So like, let's say if Kevin Young heard a Stacci Adams record and said, Stacci, really, that garbage. That's fine, no problem. So get what? Well, Kevin, if you're a DJ or if you're a promoter, let me sing you something you may like that you can push in your area.
Exactly.
What about this one?
Yeah.
What about this one?
Yeah.
Then if I need the area bad enough, I go in the studio and say, what kind of records you think I need to do, K Young, to get in your area? What'll work? You need to do it like this. Then if I feel that way, I go in and record it and send it to you. It ain't no hard thing. It's just business.
Yeah. Positive feedback always override negative. But I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. I tell a lot of people, I just try to be honest with them, man. As a promoter, it's business. It's business first, just like with artists, it's business first. And if it just don't work out, it just don't work out. But the part I don't like is when people resort to the malice part. To me, that's the part I don't like, because like I say, everybody's grown over here. You cannot get upset as an artist. You can't get upset if a promoter don't want to book you, because a promoter don't owe you nothing, and I've heard a lot of artists say, because you're a promoter, do your own show, so are you a fan of people that's complaining that are not on shows to do their own shows? Are you a fan of that?
Yeah. This is the whole thing, right? If you have no choice, you have no choice.
Yeah.
If you're not getting booked, right, and you got enough change to play with or whatever, or if you can't book nobody, get who you can book, yourself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I have done shows and brought myself and had 3 people come.
Yeah.
I do what everybody else do. I just show the phone close to the stage and don't show the crowd.
But is that a humbling experience?
It's listen, every artist done been through it. Even now, you got some major artists that's big. You get booked at a show because everybody capable of getting their air handed to them. Everybody capable of having a bad show and nobody's show. So you
That's
go
what-
to a show, get what everybody do. They take their cell phone and keep it in one spot. Then when you know it's a good show, because if it's a good show, they do a 360 turn.
Yeah.
They show the whole, they show the top corner, they show the rat sitting there watching, they show the road, everything. But when it's a bad show, then what you'll get. Well, y'all, they'll show a close up. You don't never see no wide frame. Everything directly like we doing. That's all you see.
Man, you crazy.
But get what?
Yeah.
I can admit to doing it.
Yeah.
I done did a show when I first jumped in the game to where when I tell the cameraman, hey, look, keep a tight shot now. And don't
But let me play devil's advocate. So can you justify if you did your own show, you know, and you try to do an assessment / make money, can you justify if you got 5 people there asking a promoter for $1,000? Real, I'm on the real.
You can't. Well, not in that area, you can't.
Exactly. But why do they do it? But why do they do it? So they think promoters stupid? They think promoters really stupid, or just got money just to give somebody?
Well, this thing, once again, it comes to artists and promoter meeting at the mind.
Yeah.
So I did a show. When I did the show, I had one show I did. I probably had about 10 people there. It was just me. So I sat there and I said, well, I'm 10 people high.
But that's real.
So
you did a self-assessment on yourself.
But those 10 people left with a hell of a performance with CDs and say, and here go, I give them 3 CDs a piece because that's 30. I said, I need you to do me one favor. When I come back, Lee get his CD to 2 other people and grow it to 30. So when I went back the next time, same spot, how many people I had there?
I mean
36.
36. So you coming
I'm
up?
Being honest. Yeah. I had they were the people that hadn't heard me and 6 more, but that's how you build it. That's how it grows. Everybody didn't start off. Everybody don't start off where Tuck and Kevin at. Yeah. You think actually any of them guys ain't never got their ass handed to them before? Yeah. Everybody have. It might have been a long time.
So would there ever be a point where you just say, you know what, I'm done? I mean, if you've been in Southern Soul for 5 years or 6 years or 7 years, and you're still drawing to 5 to 10 people, should there or is there a point where you say, you know what, this just ain't right for me? Or should you just keep going? What would you suggest? What would you tell them as an artist / promoter?
Well, I would tell an artist, whatever your happiness is, do it. Yeah. So, like for me, if I get this is my plan. When I get a certain age, I'm gonna start the closer you get to the graveyard, you probably want to sing gospel. You probably want to start singing for the Lord then. Yeah. So at the end of the day, like anybody else, you go through your phases in life. Then when you get a certain age, you say, you know what? Well, I can see Jerusalem over there, and I see Bethlehem. Let me go ahead and start singing at the church and go get baptized and say, I just sang gospel and sang for the Lord. Yeah. Now, me, if I decide to do that, right? I'm either gonna go ahead and be a preacher, or either go ahead and still sing gospel and sing Southern Soul. But me, I probably keep doing it till I'm dead because, like I said, music is my good hobby. Yeah. So long as I got health insurance, life and death insurance, and I want to cut me a record, I'm gonna cut me one.
So music is secondary, not primary.
Don't never make your love primary.
Yeah. Why is
All
that?
the things should be because this is what happens when your primary love is first. People that know you love it usually choke you out with it. Yeah. So a person knows Stacci came in the game wearing Gucci's and driving this and doing that with 4-5 old school. So them booking me ain't gonna change my life. Because you got some people won't book you because they don't want to put money in your pocket and see you come up. Yeah. Some people, but for me, if I get booked or not, it's not gonna change my lifestyle. Yeah. I'm still gonna have 4-5 of these. I'm still gonna have this. So it don't bother me if I don't get a booking. Yeah. So
you have a job, you have a career.
I have a career and I have a business. I have a couple businesses. So I can sit there, I can stay in the pocket long as I want to and keep dropping it out. So I'm gonna catch eventually. Some artists stay in the game long enough till they eventually catch on. Yeah.
So Stacci, how do you feel about these outdoor shows when they got 90 artists on the damn show and the show started at 1 and by 10 o'clock they only halfway through through the damn show? How you feel about that, man? If you was on that show, how would you feel if they got 20 artists on that show, 9 o'clock, they only went through 9, they still got another 10 more damn people to go?
What you do, you learn about that promoter. You learn it different because most promoters, like say, I'm pretty sure if you throw a show or I've been on shows where like JD Entertainment, y'all, you throw a show, K9, you throw a show. If you got a 10-10 slot, you better be up there at 10-10. So a lot of times it come into the promoter having it organized to where, look, I don't care who you waiting on. See, what happened is a lot of promoters will get their emotions involved and say, well, such and such a little late. We're going to push it back. No. Everybody is expendable.
Yeah.
You know what they make first half and second half for? If you don't get to my show on time and I gave you your first half, at that point, you can get that and I can make the decision if I want to give you your second half or tell you go home.
Yeah.
That's what the deposits are for.
Yeah.
So when you make that deposit, if I got you going on at 10-10, and you get that 10:45 11 to my man, the plane was late, the pilot was high, I can say, don't worry about it, man.
What it was, Stacci, the pilot was high.
You know, all these excuses.
Yeah.
If you got, I'm gonna show you what I mean.
Your ass should have left early. You should have left early. Because I've had somebody tell me that two artists coming from the same state, maybe 10 minutes apart from each other. I said, sound check is at 1600, 4 o'clock. Well, man, I ain't gonna get there to 6. I said, well, the other guy hour out. What are you talking about? I said, you know what? Just stay where you at. No, because like I said, it's not my damn fault that you woke up late. You know, you was hired for a job. I told you to be here for. You're not gonna tell your boss right now if he tell you come in at 6. I ain't gonna get there at 7 o'clock.
But see, this is what the promoter supposed to do. This is what supposed to happen.
Yeah.
The MC of the show, the master of ceremony, supposed to come out there and say, due to such and such being late, we had him booked for this time. Guys, he will not be performing tonight. This he would not be performing, but we still gonna have a ball. Let's rock. And the DJ drops something hot.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to go. Because that where the promoter win it. Because his comeback is he done kept his second half. He got the artist stands there. And since the artist didn't respect the promoter enough to be there on time, the promoter go ahead and keep his second half.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's supposed to happen. That's the principle of it.
You gotta be professional, man. You gotta be professional. You gotta go to sound check. You got, especially if you got stuff to set up and all of that, and you want to get your sound right, man. You gotta.
If you don't go to sound check, so live. If an artist don't go to sound check, he can't get mad if music
sounds messed up. You can't get mad.
No, but see, that's what pisses me. Well, I've never had that problem, but some people say, why do a sound check for a track show? Okay, so are you not gonna give that DJ your music? So you just gonna get up there and just sing, go a cappella the whole time? But there is a strong possibility that you might have picked up the wrong USB.
Right.
Or the one you picked up. Hell, you might have had it in your damn pocket with a Snicker candy bar and it melted with it down. Do you give? I mean, come on, man. You know when they say that, well, why should you have to do a sound check for a track show? Both of y'all are artists.
They not professional.
Do you agree or disagree with that premise?
If an artist is late and can't do a sound check, he can't complain about the sound.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, but who did that affect? So if you get there and your damn USB is messed up, you know who does that affect?
The promoter.
But the promoter, what the promoter supposed to say, the MC supposed to say, well, let y'all know such and such didn't come on time and didn't have his track show together. So I'm saying this was supposed to happen. I done seen it. Hold on, listen. Shut up, dog, before you get your ass whooped now. So the MC supposed to get up there, the master ceremony. That's why he's so important. The master ceremony supposed to get up there and explain to the crowd what happened and say, you know what, but regardless, let's rock. And the DJ drops something hot. Yeah. That's why you got to have a professional MC.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
that's why when you book a show, you got to have an MC that know. That's why Lightfoot is so great. MC Lightfoot do a whole lot of shows because he knows just what to say, when to say it, to make the promoter look good. And if an artist leave, I'm up there with attitude, he jank the hell out that artist and make him look bad. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all will like he brought a 45 on him, supposed to have a thumb drive. That's why.
So as a promoter, have you ever had to remove somebody from your show?
Yeah.
What they do?
They were late. They were two gang affiliated, and the rival gang was there, and the pistols were ready to go. And I had to tell them, don't come. You can't be on the show because it's gonna put everybody in imminent danger. Yeah. How did they receive that? Well, they received it well to know that basically they don't need to come because they might get killed. So they said, "Thank you, bro." I appreciate that, big homie.
Yeah. So Stacci, what you got coming up, man? I know you got your videos out. What you got coming up, man?
Well, what I'm doing now, I'm in the studio working. I'm gonna be going down to Calvin's studio soon, working on some stuff. He got a big studio down there in Louisiana. So right now, I'm just trying to be a vessel, man.
Yeah.
What I got, I'm pushing Do It For Love. The video is moving. That's the record. It's on radio right now. It's doing well. It's picking up. So I'm just doing it. I did that record, Do It For Love, because I want everybody, whether it be Southern Soul or R&B, let's start doing stuff for love, man.
Yeah.
It ain't all, sometimes the money is great, but money lose value the older you get.
Yeah. Relationship
$100,000 ain't as important to me as it was when I was 20.
Yeah.
Because right now, the older I get, the closer I'm getting to Jersey Stream.
Yeah.
So when you start to seeing your possible mortality, when you done seen your mother die, when you done seen your uncle die, when you done seen people close to you die, you start realizing at any time it could be me.
Yeah.
So my next move is to keep doing what I love to do, man, and hope God keep me on this earth in health and strength where I can continue to be effective and affect the lives of others. That's all I want to do, man. Because music to me, what they don't understand with Stacci Adams, I'm happy every day, man, like for real. Even if me and my wife get to argue, I'm happy. We come back together, we get things back going, we keep it moving. Because life is too short, man. Think about this. The life expectancy of an African-American male is 72 years old. Now ask yourself in your mind how much longer you got to possibly live.
Yeah.
So we need to take more time. Like when you be out there playing with your grandson, I like seeing that. That excites me more watching them. I watch more of you playing with your grandson than all the record because that excites me. I respect that. I love off the record now, but to see you playing with your grandson, teaching and molding him, that's what a man's supposed to do. That's what I rock with you. Yeah. To see people doing things like that, that's what really impressed me. Not how many because guess what? That's what life is about. Who can you affect? Yeah. Who can you help? Who can you leave an impression on a change? So my thing is to answer that question, Stacci Adams are gonna keep doing music. The fans that like Stacci, hey, thank you. The fans that don't, hopefully you will one day. And I'm gonna keep pushing because my time ticking. Yeah. Time ticking every day. See, and I ain't gonna be too long with it, but I got to tell you, a lot of times people ask you how you doing. You say I'm living, but technically from the date of birth we dying.
Yeah, because
well, technically, when Mr. Lie asked me how I'm doing, I'm dying, man. I'm trying to beat the clock. I'm dying. We all dying, man. We living, we moving around, but we actually dying. Every day is a step closer to our demise. Yeah. So I don't have time to be jealous of Kevin Young, or Mr. Lie, or Tucker, Mr. Smoke, Fat Daddy, Audio, Trucker, Jeter. I don't have time to be jealous of none of them because I'm playing beat the clock. I'm in a race with Father Time. That's one race.
And you know what? And that's why I got a problem with when people don't even want to click nobody's flyer. I'm like, are you really that petulant where you can't even share the flyer? I mean, it takes no effort at all just to click. It takes no effort at all just to click and share somebody's flyer. I mean, you got artists that won't even do it because they're not on the show.
But you know why? They have character flaws.
Yeah, I know why.
Jealousy.
I know why.
Guess what? Okay.
But then they want to tag you in all their shit. They want to tag you in everything they doing. But you go on their page, you don't see nothing. You just see them. Okay. You see pictures of them and they show, but they want to tag you. They want to tag 150 people to share their shit. But you go down their page, it's just them. You just see them on the damn flyer.
In real time, right?
Yeah.
Me and Mr. Live, we talked on the phone sometime. We ain't talked on the phone in a while, but have I ever called you live and say, look, man, I'm trying to get a show in Georgia. How can we get you here? Have I ever did that?
You have done that.
You know why? Because of respect. Right. And get what? Like I said, when you come around and you around somebody, you respect them. I know how hard this man worked. I know how hard he worked. So I understand. So that let me know I can understand his anger because I know how hard he worked. So same thing with me. I get angry sometimes, but guess what I'm able to do? I'm able to sit back and say, okay, let me throw me a show and put myself on it and keep moving. So everybody's anger stems from different places. And that's why I understand every artist's sentiments when it comes to the game because everybody got different stress holes that they can carry. Everybody different. I can't expect a person to take stress like Stacci Adams. I can't expect Kevin Young I can't expect him to take the stress, his stress level. Your stress level gonna be greater than some people because guess what? You retire.
Yeah.
If you don't do nothing, you got something coming in. So for artists that come in, like when I was a supremely struggling artist, it's hard, man, to try to get off work, to try to deal with somebody bickering all day. If you got a girlfriend or a wife or anybody bickering at you, it's hard to do that and try to be successful. Let me tell you, I'm gonna take my glass off when I say this. Nobody can make it in calamity. Nothing grows in calamity. Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In order for me to be in the position I'm in, I got to have a woman with me right now today that's helping me grow and develop and edify to where I'm supposed to be. If you're sleeping with the enemy, you'll never make it.
Yep.
Anybody dying, I want you to hear this. If you're sleeping with the enemy, you will never succeed going to bed with the devil himself. Whether he a man or whether you with a woman and she the devil, or a woman with a man and he the devil. You got to first get the devil out your bed, whomever you are. Let me tell you something. The only reason my situation is what it is, I got a good support system. Most of these niggas will walk around and don't even want to say nothing about who they with or they got somebody. I ain't that way. I'm cool. I'm happy. My support system helped me rise and keep me balanced. Period. So a lot of people want to turn around and they don't realize the person that they with is the same snake that biting them, keeping poison in their system.
Yep.
We got to always be careful of that and mindful. So I'm always in a good position because no matter how me and my significant other, whether we going good times or bad times, we keep it in the house. Nobody never know what happened, and we work it out.
Yeah, that's true.
How long you been married, Kevin Young?
She 18 years.
Yeah, what they let me know. For Kevin Young to still be sitting up there attaining, you got a good mate, somebody you can grow with, and somebody that can keep you balanced. Let me tell you something.
She be trying to boss me, Stacey, man, but I was like, nah.
But see,
boss me sometime, bro.
But see, a lot of times that's the balance, though.
Yeah.
Because most people won't try to boss you.
Yeah, she tried to. She snatched my money out of the hand at the concert.
So that's what I tell every artist. I tell every artist, Kevin, in live. I tell every artist, always make sure internally you got peace somewhere in your life. With no peace, there's no prosperity.
Nope, ain't no joy.
None. So when I do a show, I win, right? If I win big, I try to make sure everybody got some, all the way down to the dog. He gets some bone. It can be a dog walking around, and I throw him some leftover ribs. Everybody, if somebody
with the meat on the bone.
This is what the promoter should do. Like say if a promoter do a show, and let's say if an artist come, if Stacci Adams, Mr. Live, or Audio, or whomever, or Cold Drink come and it come for free, it's that promoter's obligation. If he win big, to say, "Hey man, you did a great job. Here go $400-500." That's just principle. If he win,
I agree.
If he win, because as a promoter, when I have won, I have called the artist and say, "What's your cash out?" An artist that say, "I ain't charging nothing, man. I just want to be on." Here you go. Boom.
Yeah, because Stacey, you cash out me on my anniversary. I was like, Joe sent me shit $150 until I go to dinner. That's what I'm talking about right there, man.
But see, the thing about it, I understand. And think about this. I ain't never called Kevin and said, "Man, when you gonna bring me to Temple, Texas?"
Yeah, that's true.
Because I already know eventually, because of what I've been planting, it's gonna happen. And when it happens, whatever we discuss and we decide to do, that'll be the principle that he and I keep. Whatever it is, I ain't gonna come and say, "Hey y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, don't F with such and such, man. That nigga." No, I'm gonna let God handle my battles that I can't see.
Yeah.
Always let God handle the battles you can't see. Mm-hmm. So that's why when somebody say something about Stacci or they heard something about Stacci, I let God handle the battles I can't see. It doesn't affect me. I'm fine. The man is at his most vulnerable when he sleep. That's when you need God more than anything, when your eye closed.
Yep.
Even the lion, the king of the jungle. But if he go to sleep, guess what happened? Anything can kill him. Anything can creep up on him. So that's why a lion has a team. That's why every artist, I say, get you a team or somebody you can work with. They ain't gonna be perfect. Nobody's gonna be perfect. They ain't gonna be but don't get nobody that's gonna be a counselor to your career. You got to be very careful with that, because you can mess around and get somebody that's doing this all the time and can destroy your career.
Yep.
I ain't gonna let you set me back. I stop in the middle. You know that bridge that go to Louisiana? If somebody hold me back that bad, I never forget. God bless the dead. Me and Bushwick Bill were riding together, right? I had a rental car. I told Bushwick, I said, Bushwick, don't smoke in the car. He said, hey, listen, man, when you pick me up, you pick my habits up with me. So I said, Bushwick, I said, look, man, he lit the cigarette up. Get what I did? In the middle of nowhere, I stopped. I said, Bushwick, get out the car. He got out the car. I kept riding. That little light of that cigarette got smaller and smaller. Then I started seeing somebody's hand do this. Wait. When I turned around, right, and picked him up, the cigarette was put out till he got home. Because you can't let nobody in your circle disrespect you. I said, you can't smoke in here, man. I have to pay for this.
Yeah.
You got, did you smoke a Newport 100? I'm talking about
the strongest cigarette.
but Bushwick Bill, right? See, people don't understand. I got a song Bushwick. Bushwick Bill at the time was going through his struggle, but guess what? Who was holding him up? Stacci Adams. When he was staying where he was staying and going the ghetto boy. We riding around, I'm getting the show, we doing a show together. Guess what? I said, Wick, man, you can't do the net. We started talking every day. He was staying right there in Atlanta on the south side. Whole thing, people got to understand this. We are peoples in the people's hand. We need each other, man. I need Kevin Young. If I'm in Houston, Texas, guess who the first person I'm gonna call? I'm gonna call Mr. Live. Regardless if we talk every day, because he's somebody in that particular, I don't care. Let's say we don't never talk. You become my friend when I'm in your territory.
Yeah.
It ain't if I come to what Kevin Young
that's some real shit right there, Stacci.
Listen, when I come to your territory, if I come to Temple, Texas, and I'm gonna throw a show, or if I'm trying to do something, the first person I'm gonna call, I'm gonna say, hey, Kevin, I want to do a show down there. How can we make money together? Because that's your territory.
Yeah.
Period. So out of respect, if I'm in your neighborhood, you my friend. Yeah. If you all I know, if I don't know nobody else, because you gonna protect me. You're gonna help me keep me from getting killed.
Yeah.
Don't go over there, Stacci. Don't go over there, man. You might not want to go down that road. So people got to understand all that Boston is cool. Even Rick Ross got to call somebody to check in. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody. Like everybody. Now I ain't saying check in like pump, but to check in out of respect so that you can be protected.
Yeah.
You check in not because punk, you check in for protection and respect.
Yep.
That's what the check in all about. That's what, hey man, I'm in your neck of the woods, man. Then you say, come on by the house. So you got to understand, we all need each other. If Live came to Atlanta, he gonna call Stacci.
Yeah.
When Live came out of Atlanta to perform, I went over there where he performed at. I went over there. And get what? I didn't go in free with Uncle Bird them. I paid at the door. Not because he charged me. I could look in there and tell that, okay, it ain't that big of a crowd, but I'm gonna support. I went on paid, come in.
That's real support. That's real support.
I want to pay. Look, man, I see what's going on.
Yeah.
I know because I'm Stacci, you want to show love, but no, I'm here to support Mr. Live. At the door, here you go, Verge. Boom. Yeah. Whatever deal him and Uncle Verge had at the time, I paid to come in. And I came in to support Live, but then Uncle Verge was like, man, do a song or two. But I came out of support. So it would have been disrespectful to I'm going to show you how you can make somebody feel a certain type of way. Let's say if Live came to do that show, he knows Stacci in town. He don't see Stacci. Stacci don't call him that. First thing he gonna think, well, damn. I mean, I pulled up on him.
Yeah, I called you all that day.
Yeah. So my thing is, I told myself I'm gonna definitely be there tonight. I was ripping and running, and I pulled up on him. So people gotta understand, we are always gonna need. Everybody's gonna need each other at some point in time. Some point in time, whether it be Stacci Adams, whether it be King Charles, Nelly Tiger Travis, somebody gonna always need somebody.
I tell them relationship lasts longer than money. It lasts longer than money, man.
Let me ask you this. Show you what I mean. If me and Live is in a desert, we in the desert, right? Me, you, and Live, and Kevin Young got a half a gallon of, Donald Trump with us. We're gonna put somebody with us 50 rich. We say, and we all got canteen with water in it. Who rich? If Donald Trump in the middle of the desert, all the money he got, and all three of them got canteen full of water, who got the money?
Everybody.
We do. We got the water.
Yeah.
Money is only valuable where money is valuable at. Some places your money no good.
Exactly.
Some places you go to Cambodia, you got to trade out some corn for some greens.
Yeah.
They ain't got no money. Trade trade us three bales of corn, and we're gonna give you some beans. So you sitting over there with a pocket full of money, but they trading food.
Yeah.
All I know, Kevin, all I know is being real, dog.
Oh yeah. And see, like I said, people respect a man or a woman that keeps it real, because there's no other way you can go but stay professional and stay honest. So if people don't respect your honesty, then that's not your problem, because I'm not about that fluff. I'm just not about that. I'm just gonna tell you, and these artists send me music all the time. I mean, I get my damn inbox is full of music. They say, Kevin, what do you think? And I tell them, hey, I don't like this one, but I like this one. Okay, appreciate it. They ain't mad and say, well, Kevin, go to hell. You're a promoter, you know what you're talking about, because I respect them for even respecting to even respect my opinion. That tells me a lot about them. I'm like, damn, that's cool, because they know I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I would rather for you to tell me, because my mindset is this, So when I trained in the military, if the shit don't work, we can go to war tomorrow. We go tomorrow. So I want you to tell me now that we need to fix this right now. So we subject to leave up out here in 24 hours and get over there and get into a damn heated battle, and the damn 50 cal don't work. But you didn't even tell me. You told me it was all good. So that's just my mindset. Go ahead, Stacey.
But see, Kevin, like I tell people, like I tell one thing I can say, like, even people don't understand that being a star comes from your fans. Your fans create you, make you a star. It's not really how you dress, or it's when your fans pick up, then they create that image of you being a star because you got more people that want to be with you. What we need to do as a people, right?
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with throwing free shows. Like I did a show down when I was in Savannah. I had 130 people at a mansion eating free, dancing. The DJ was free. But guess what? Because of them coming on Mother's Day to be a part of my video in Savannah, I had people fly in from Chicago. People I didn't even know my fans fly in. That let me know I'm doing something right. Somebody flying in on Mother's Day to come to your video shoot. Guess what they said after they ate? Wow, this is awesome. But guess what? I gained fans. So if I turn around and I got something I'm doing, putting together right now, Atlanta Braves Stadium, the press box, I'm going to invite 75 fans for free that really support Stacey. Come on here to the press box and just relax and sit by Home Depot. Let me tell you something. I don't have no value for money. I don't care about money, man. I care about life, man. Yeah. This shit real, man. Just us living today, we did what millions didn't do last night. It's millions of people died last night. Yeah. That's what I care about. That's why the money making is easy. When you don't value money, that's when you make it.
Yep.
When you value money, you can't make the money because you're reaching too hard. I don't care nothing about no money, man.
Yep.
What I care about is making sure my wife good, making sure my exotic bullet good, making sure this ain't in no direct order neither. Making sure my daddy good, making sure my people around me is eating. Everybody around me, listen to me, Kevin Young. I want you to look into the eye. Everybody around me in my family eating off of me. Yeah. Making money off of me. My daddy just have to drive and do little stuff every day. He get $500 a week religiously. Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Mm-hmm. Because I owe that to my daddy, because my daddy raised me. Yeah. That's my principle. If you don't take care of who took care of you, you ain't got no character. You got no principle. That's why you stuck. Who you are today is a direct reflection. Where you are today is a direct reflection of who you really are as a person. No way around. That is true. If you ain't never been a giver, if you're selfish, guess what? You don't have nothing. You're struggling. You got to work on self. And you ain't gonna never have nothing. Yeah. If money is your first priority, people with money don't never talk about money. They don't talk about money because they have it. They don't value it. They know they have it. They can get to it. But people who don't have money, everything they do is gonna be about money. Man, look. When I gave away when people bought my shirts, I told Angie, I said the people that bought my shirts put a tumbler in there. I got tumblers with K Young Production. Give them a tumbler. All of them emailed me and say, "Hey, Kevin, I really appreciate my shirt. I love the tumbler. That tumbler didn't cost me no money, but they bought my shirt. So I don't mind that, man. But if everything is just about every damn dime and nickel and penny, you'll never have nothing, man. But see, Kevin, you make a perfect manager for any artist, because you make a perfect manager for any artist because you understand business. You strictly now the artist gonna have to deal with having to be on time.
Yep.
You have to deal with having to be at everything on time. But you work out. Listen, you work out the law of accountability.
Yeah.
That's what Kevin Young. So any artist, let's say if you really took time and manage the artist, they probably can go to the top because you're gonna be strategic.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be thoughtful, and you're gonna make moves that's gonna benefit the artist, you, and the whole picture.
Yeah.
So that's why when most artists look for a manager, first of all, you don't look for a manager find you.
Yeah.
Somebody come to you and say, let me work with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's one thing that you bring to the game. I think you would be a great artist, a great manager for artists because I think first you're in a position, two, because you don't have a whole lot of your time taken up, you got a family, but I think you could really take an artist or artists and put them in a position to win and put them in what I call artist boot camp.
Yeah.
Be on time, be punctual, make sure you speak to this person, greet the fans, because you're strategic.
Yeah.
And the end results.
Yeah.
The show you just did, the show you just did with Avell and the artist you brought down there, right? Mm-hmm. I know you won some. I can look and see. Because guess what? Yeah. You get out there and sell your own tickets.
Yeah.
I don't care what you drive. It ain't nowhere they'll see a man in a Porsche selling tickets.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by being a real boss. You're willing to work and lead. That's the definition of a boss. Willing to work and willing to lead.
Yeah.
It ain't about how much money you got or what you wear. I never talk about what I have. I just do it, but people talk about it because they see me in it. Yeah. Well, he did that. I don't never talk about it because at the end of the day, God has been too good for me to boast and brag.
Yeah.
God is my provider. I don't care what nobody say about me. God is my provider, man. I'm nothing without the God of my understanding. Zero. Nothing.
Stacci, do you have a manager?
Right now, I have a road manager, but I don't have a manager. Okay.
But do you think it's wise to have like a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend as manager?
It depends if they really can manage you.
Yeah.
I had a manager. The biggest thing with that is for me, when I had somebody like that kind of working with me, I dealt with too much jealousy.
Yeah.
So I could never be the artist I wanted to be because I had to always try to watch what I do. So that affected me. At that time when I did that. Yeah. Would I do that now as an artist? No way. Because because what it is as an artist, you don't need nobody putting you in a position where the people that are your fans are uncomfortable. Yeah. That happened to me before. In my younger artistry, I'm working with somebody, but they putting the people that come up and say, let me take a picture. So then I got to get home and deal with here. You act like you wanted to diss with her. All that. That happened to me. I've been through it. Yeah. I've been through it. So me personally, I wouldn't do it. But because this is a business of socializing. Yeah. This is a business of so when you socialize, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm at the age where I ain't got no time to play. So I definitely wouldn't do it now. When I was 19 years old, I could take 3 or 4 years and wait, 2 years and wait. I'm at an age now where I can't make too many mistakes. When you get to the age where your teeth don't grow back when you knock them out, you got to get serious. Yeah. See, when you live, when you get to the age where you got to pay a dental bill, when you lose one of these, listen, that when you know they ain't growing back. They sure ain't growing back. So, my daddy told me when you get to the age where your teeth won't grow back. My teeth had fell out when I was little. Yeah. I was crying. He was like, they gonna grow back. Grow back. Yeah. He said, but all you get is one more set. So at the age I'm at now, I can't make a 3 year or 5 year. I can't let nobody invest 5 years or 2 years in me and hold me back. I can't do that. Yeah. I'm right now. Like you got to work with me right now is where we got to go right now, and you got to be ready to go. And I don't have a long time to be wasting with you. You know, like about the dough. Think about it. I'm gonna add this question: 25 years from now, where will we be? Boy, I got to hustle every day. I hustle every day, looking over there like, damn, I'm getting closer. One more step to Jerusalem. One more step to Bethlehem. Yeah. Everybody, I don't care who you are. Nobody ain't seen Lazarus walking around here nowhere. That means he died 3 times, died twice. So we're going to leave here. But on the way, let's make it worth the travel. Yeah. On the way. Right now, your biggest gift, and you tell me if I'm wrong, is sitting back seeing your children succeed. and your grandchildren.
My grandchildren. You're right.
That's your biggest gift. I don't give a damn what nobody say. At my age now, and I ain't no old nigga, but guess what? I ain't getting no younger. And if I was getting younger, I still be headed to the graveyard. That's what people understand. It's just now when you're 1 year old, you'll be an old baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, but where we at, we got to take every day serious because every man know this. And I'm gonna use this in turn. A man start understanding he getting old through his sexual nature. People can say what they want to say. When you get a certain age, you ain't gonna be the same man you was at 20. I don't care who you are. You can talk all that you want to talk. Your nature gonna tell you get older, man. Because you get to a point in your life where you have to be with a woman that you connect with spiritually.
Yeah.
When you're young, you can just see a woman and be like, boom. But when you get older, you got to be with a woman that you can connect with for you to get that same reaction. And get what? If you with a woman that making you mad, you ain't gonna want to have no sex. You ain't gonna get it ain't gonna be what it's supposed to be. But when you're feeling good, everything working. Because when you get older, it's about chemistry and spiritual chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
How do we work together?
Yeah.
So the main thing about it is it's always a pleasure to be around or talk to people that you can sharpen iron with. I respect the hell out you, not because of off the record, or because you got a couple of muscles and you wear cowboy hats. I respect you because you edify your grandchildren, you edify your children. You're not ashamed to show your love to what you created and what you're responsible for.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these guys and women don't want to show, ain't responsible enough, and they get jealous off of that. People get mad because, damn.
Oh yeah.
Look, regardless of what, everything that you've done and your what Kevin Young have attained in life is a direct reflection of who he is today.
Yeah.
You got kids that love you. I saw you was teaching your son about changing the tire.
Yep.
Things like that. It's some people, man, that don't really 40 years old don't know how to change the tire now.
You know what I told him, Stacey? I said, before this car moved, I know how to change. I said, show me right quick. No, I did all of them. Show my daughters too. Show me you change this tire because I don't want you calling me at 1 o'clock in the morning. Tell me you got a flat tire. I want you to be able to change this tire. You know, but believe it or not, I had someone told somebody that I'm outside playing with my grandson. I got 7 grandkids, but he lived right around the corner, so I get him all the time. We basically his damn parents because he over so much. I had some loser tell somebody, well, Kevin just want people to see his house. I said, so where am I supposed to play with my grandson? In the middle of the street? I'm supposed to go next door. I'm supposed to go in the next neighborhood. I'm supposed to go to the project and play with my grandson. See, that's just a loser's mentality. No,
they're a member of the have-nots.
Yeah, of course.
So is it? Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Is it anybody that got any other question that they're asking now?
Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Brother Stacey, thank you for the $1 million worth of game. Y'all got any more questions? I ain't lying because I enjoy sleepover. Yep. Look, DJ King came to me. You ain't lying because I enjoy my sleepover more than sex. You know, DJ King.
Yeah.
Yeah, you speaking the truth. I say you speaking the truth. I mean, that's yeah.
So what we got to do, like right now today, me, you, and Mr. Live, right? And anybody else listening, we have to devise a spiritual plan. Because all this stuff is spiritual warfare, man. People feel your spirit. They feel when you're mad. They upset your spirit. What upsets your spirit make you blurt out and get angry. Whether it's me, I done had to watch myself several times to keep from snapping because I got to always pray and close my eye and God to remove that anger because it's easy to happen, especially when you want to make it. Mm-hmm. Everybody want to make it. Don't nobody wake up and say, hey, man, I sure don't want to make it today, boy. Man, it'll be a good day for me to go die. Don't nobody say that. Ain't nobody waking up unless you're a fool.
Yeah.
So we have to understand if we have differences. If I have a difference with Mr. Live, right? We supposed to be able to get on the phone or meet up and say, this is what I have a problem with. And then I can say, well, no, this is what I was trying to meet, or vice versa, and we can get an understanding. Everybody in Southern Soul should strive for understanding. Let's get an understanding. Once we get an understanding, if an artist tell a promoter, I need $1,500, the promoter just say, hey, look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna be responsible for 1 ticket sale. What I want to do though is bring you down here. I at least get your room and you do what you do. Let's promote you and try to get your radio interview, something out of it, and let's get you warmed up before I bring you back yourself. And let's get you to that point where you're worth what you're asking for.
Yeah.
An artist got to respect that because it's the truth.
Yeah.
On the flip side, the artist can say, well, Mr. Promoter, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm in a financial position where I don't have the money to get there without nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it. Is it any way? This is what I was doing when I ain't have. I'm talking about 10 years ago. When I talked to the promoter, this is the conversation. Hey, I want to come be on your show. I'm in a financial bind I don't have. I'm not charging you anything, but if you can get me a room and confide in your spirit to get me some gas, I'll be there. And when I get ready to get hot enough, I'll give you a better deal on the show. But right now, I want to be a part of it. I just don't have it. You'll be surprised what the truth will do.
Of course.
So I was telling the promoter the truth. And get what they say? Well, I tell you what, man, I'll get you a room, man. And then get what? If they do good, it never fail. Get what the promoter do. Hey, man, let me talk to you. I come out there. Boom, boom. Bam. I went and did a show, right? Tri-State, for instance. Darryl E. didn't ask me never what I charge. Nothing. I went down there. Darryl E. pulled up on a golf cart and gave me an envelope. I got my own room. Me and Manu. We went on down there. My wife Will. We went down there to the show. I got through performing. Darryl E. said, you did a hell of a job. Let me talk to you, Stacey. I didn't give him no fee. I was happy to be a part of, be amongst the crowd. He gave me an envelope with $2,000 in it. You see what I'm saying? These are facts. This 2 years ago. But when you put yourself out there and you work hard, character shows. People show character if you show character. Because I needed that market.
Yeah.
So, but he did so well, and I did a stellar performance. I could pull it up and show it. The crowd was rocking with me till he felt like, look, here you go, man. That's the least I can do for you. That's a blessing. So once promoters and artists can meet head on and be honest with each other, you can get somewhere. I can't come to you and say, give me $5,000, and I can't pack a phone booth.
You can't draw on a piece of paper.
I can't pack a phone booth.
Yeah.
But what I can say is this: if an artist is in a position and they don't have, tell the promoter the truth. Say, I'm gonna confide in you. Look, this is the deal, man. I would love to do the show for free, but the reason I can't is because I have bills to take care of, and I'm not in a position to just give it away. Can you get me a room and some gas? And then I'm there. Then now what the artist gonna do is try to sell their product to make some money.
Yeah.
Now, if the artist can sell their product, they may make some money. Some artists have product they can give away. Some artists can't afford to give away. But this is where faith kick in at. Sometimes give it away. You got to depend on God to give it back to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes faith, see, a lot of times I operate in true faith. Sometimes true faith is walking forward in the dark. Pitch black. That's true faith. Keep walking. Keep walking until you see the light. Fear is when you stand still and cry. So faith and fear can't stay in the same household. They can't live together. They can't live in the same room. They can't. Faith and fear can't be friends.
You know what I had somebody tell me one time? You know, these super artists, well-known artists, they call themselves, but their music is just geographical, just south of the Mason-Dixon line, right? So I tell them, I said, hey, look, people are asking for you. They're asking for you. Now, you ain't been to Texas. You've been to Texas maybe 1 or 2 times. And the 1 or 2 times you came to Texas, your show got canceled. Your show got canceled because the promoter sold 14 tickets. And then the other time you came, you had 30 people there. You had 30 people there. So I said, here's the deal. I said, man, let's come to some sort of happy medium to get you here. Well, this is our price. I said, okay. So there's no way you can work around it now, because I said, well, I can't make that. Well, wait till we get hot and bring us there. So what do you think about that stinking thinking? So I said, so you want to stay right where you at? Where we getting it, you know, we getting it where we go. Okay, but that's in 2-3 states. You know, it's still other 47 states. Still
like I said, I have witnessed a major artist, Tank, take minimal or nothing to do a show with Charlie Wilson. Yeah. So as an artist, you got to always think, is this show going to position me to go farther? It ain't about today. It's about what I can get tomorrow sometime. With this show, I went and did a show for free before and ended up coming away with a $2,000 booking somewhere else. Yeah. So, exactly. So sometimes the older we get, it's harder to grind. Like the stuff that me and Mr. Lye could do when we was 19 and 20, It's harder now because the responsibilities done changed.
Yeah.
So where I could go when I was 20 years old, sleep in the cut, stay in the car. At my age now, I got big boy bills. So get what? I have to make sure I make a proper move, but that's what faith come in. So now I have to actually go out of my understanding that I'm going to walk by faith. I'm going out here to do this show. And I'm going to do the best I can. And what you'll find yourself, I'm pretty sure I done did it. We all went places to do a show and come back with a booking.
Yeah.
That's faith.
2 or 3.
So that's faith. That's faith. So I operate in the faith zone. Now, some shows I done got 3,000, some shows 3,500, some shows 4, some shows 1,000, some shows a double.
Yeah.
That's just facts. It's artists right now, if they're a $20,000 artist, right? And you come and tell them, we want you to perform on Good Morning America, we ain't giving you a dime. What you think they're going to do?
Going over there.
So everybody do it. So don't never let a man who done made it make you think like a man that done made it. That ain't gonna happen to me. Look, Michael Jordan can't come tell me, man, just jump from the free throw line. Mike, I can't. I really can't. I can't do it. So I'm not gonna let somebody already in the league tell me to do something in the league. I'm on a college team trying to do some league play. They call him travel. They call him walk. They call him. So we got to always think where we are. I'll never let a man that's way ahead of me give me that train of thinking, man. I won't go nowhere for free. Let his phone ring, and they say we're gonna bring you here, man. We want you to perform with this particular artist here. We don't got that for you, but they're gonna be on national TV and international TV. Music is about position. He going. Any artist they going. Everybody. Let me tell you something. Right now, I did a show in Dubai. Right. I wouldn't hide it all, but get what? One person who was wealthy liked my music and paid me well. All it takes is one person sometimes. But guess what? They got my music from somebody else who I had gay that was in the military for free. Somebody had given a CD to, right? Was over across sea jamming my music out there in Dubai, and they spread it off with a couple CDs I gave away. You got in order for you to grow. To reap your harvest, you must first plant a seed. Yep. Every artist, listen to what I'm saying. In order for you to reap your harvest, sometimes you got to plant a seed. Yep. That's why we're in a DJ. Let's say, for instance, I respect anybody doing good. Whenever I see Trucker planting his seeds and doing what he got to do with his garden, I respect that. Because guess what? He's gonna reap his harvest. His harvest coming. So we got to think like that as artists. Put yourself in a position. Some things we do ain't gonna be a right this. It ain't gonna be an instant gratification. It's gonna be something that's gonna show his face a month or 2 months down the road. Yep. That's what I tell any artist. So my thing is we have to think with two hats. We have to be humans first. Kevin Young a human. He's a promoter, but he's a human. So Kevin Young, K9 a promoter. He's a human. Like say for instance, I seen K9. When I first met K9, he came down to Montgomery. I seen him walk up to the car with no contract and pay Kevin Richardson a deposit. Yeah. And said, and guess what? Show you what principal do. He gave the right amount of money. I counted it. I was $100 short. I counted $100 short, but it wasn't short. Kevin called him back and say, look, man, you was $100 over. I'm just showing what principal do. Yeah. So I respect people for where they are, who they are, and how they treat me. I don't give a damn about their past. I don't care about what they've done, because if God allow a person to be forgiven, why can't I? Yep. But everybody talk that spiritual. Everybody talk that spiritual stuff, but I live that way. So if Kevin Young did some of his past and he's changed, if Kevin Young used to be a gangbanger and he's reformed, why am I treat him like a gangbanger? I'm gonna treat him like a reformed man. Yeah, I'm gonna treat you with that respect.
Stacci, how would you respond if people say, "Man, why you talking to Kevin live?" No,
because I respect.
If you fooling with them, man, I ain't fooling with you.
Well, I respect
That's
Kevin.
The dumbest shit in the world.
You gotta think.
That's how some of them think, man.
You gotta think. Yeah. I respect Kevin and Live. Yeah. Kevin and Live haven't done nothing to me. So why wouldn't I talk with them? Yeah. That's how they why wouldn't I deal with them. And shouts out to Ken too, man. Shouts out to your son, man. You know, getting through that kidney surgery, man. My prayers been with him. I've been praying for him. I don't do a lot of Facebook stuff, but I really like when I see somebody going through stuff, I really pray for him for real. I don't go on Facebook and say prayers. I really pray for him for real. So I'm glad to see he made it through the situation and doing good, and hopefully God continue to carry him. But back to what you were saying,
man.
Back what you were saying, Kevin Young, is I deal with it. Can't nobody tell me nothing about live or about Kevin Young because they haven't done that to me. I'm not going to let your history determine my present with a person. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You can't come to me and say, man, you know, 7 years ago, Kevin knocked me out at the club. But you won't tell me, well, I touched his wife on the head. You ain't going to say that part, see. You tell half the story. See, a lot of times people get mad at you because they don't hear half the story.
Yeah.
I'm a whole story guy.
Yeah.
I ain't going to let half the story get me caught up.
Yeah, but a lot of times people say, man, you know, man, I don't like this person, man. Why are you talking to him? You know me, I'm a 52-year-old world traveler, man. I said, first of all, you don't tell me who to talk to because that person ain't did nothing to me. I think that's the most petulant shit I ever heard. We did that in high school, man. We ain't talking to them. We're gonna come. We did that in high school and middle school and junior. We did that. But you talking about a grown man, said, man, Kevin, why you like Stacci? I don't like Stacci. Well, Stacci ain't did nothing to me. Stacci cool with me. So whatever you have with Stacci Adams, you need to talk to Stacci Adams about. As a matter of fact, you know, I would recommend you guys talk as men. You know, whatever your issue is, instead of you going around telling somebody you don't like live with this person, that has nothing to do with it. You're not gonna tell me who to talk to. I got parents. My dad is 75 years old. My mom is 73. They don't even tell me who to talk to. So you know damn well ain't no another human being gonna walk this earth to tell me who to befriend and not to befriend. I just think that's petulant. I think it's petulant. I think it's just outrageous that and I think the reason why it happens so much in Southern Soul because everybody's affable. You know, you're approachable. You can call people on the phone. You can go to the concert. You can go behind stage. See, you can't do that on the big stage. You can't do that. You know, the fans don't have access to all the artists, and you can't go back there. You can't, you know, go over somebody's house. And you see, they don't play that over here. But see, over here, you know, they exercise that petulant behavior. So that's why I say I see it all the time, man. I got people right now that don't talk to me because I talk to people. You know what I tell them? I don't give a damn. You know, you ain't never got to talk to K Young because you ain't gonna stop me from talking to nobody unless they do something to me. You know what I'm saying?
The only way a person can hurt you is to get to know you. That's why a lot of people don't know Stacci Adams. So you can't hurt me. Only person can steal from your house is to see what's in it to steal.
Yeah.
Only way a person can steal from you in your house is to let them come in. So what you have to do is protect your space. So my thing is this, is people to say, damn, Stacci, why you talking to this person, that person? Me, I don't let people know me that well. You have to get in because your space and your energy is all you have. Yeah. I used to let people get in, and when I used to let people get around me and get in my circle, I used to stay hurt. Somebody done lied on me. Somebody come around and say, yeah, he acting like this, but shoot, man, his house ain't that big. All kind of stuff people say. So what you do, you only can let people, see, like I said, people only know a certain portion of your book. Nobody knows Stacci Adams' book from when it in the first chapter. Nobody knows the middle chapter. All they know what they read when they meet you. All I'm saying is this, is be careful who you let in your space. Protect your space and guard your energy. Because you only got one life to live. And I don't need no spirit drain around me. I don't have time for it. Like every day I wake up, get what I say. One more step to the grave. Let me hurry up and get it. Every step, I know. Every day I get up and go. Every day. Every day. You got to think, we all made it through the pandemic. You know how many people died, man, that weren't expecting to die over the last 2 years that thought they were going to be doing something. That's why I don't never say, well, tomorrow. No, everything. I try to do everything I want to do in one day. I don't have tomorrow. I don't say, get what? The older you get, the less you say tomorrow. Yeah. I ain't never met a man that 80 years old. I don't hear him say next year. I don't hear a man 80 saying next year too much. Next year, I'm going to do. No, he talking about today. Take me to the store now. Today. Yeah. So, you can take me to the store now. Listen, you won't hear nobody old talking about next year. They take that out of their category because once you get past, the Bible tell you how many years you might live on the earth. The people that believe in the Bible tell you might got 72 years, 70 years. So why take any of that dash and waste time with it? I love all my fans. All my fans, I try to give them stuff if I can. If ain't that, I try to take pictures with them because I realize that some people really come to that show. I have been on show with major artists, right? Big artists. And it have been a group of people that have came and seen my section and left. We just want to see you, Stacey. Can we get a picture? And leave. I said, huh? I ain't the headliner. But really have come to just see me perform and leave. I couldn't believe it. That let me know right there that every time I hit that stage, every time I go in that studio, I owe the fans everything I fucking got. Excuse my French.
Right.
Everything. I owe the fans. When people reach in their pocket, the promoter, that's why the promoter get mad at artists sometimes, because when they be done put on a big show and people done gave that promoter money, they want to see it start on time. They want to see it upbeat. So that's why, that's why a lot of people that might deal with Kevin Young get irritated, because you want your show to be right. So you'll call the artist and say, this is what I want. Because you saying, I'm paying you, so I'm going to tell you what I want. Because you are broker and you paying. So as an artist, a lot of people understand, an artist can't send me no contract.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of artists send a promoter contract, but technically, I send you what I'm going to do, and we negotiate on how we're going to do this.
Yeah.
But now a lot of promoters will say they'll get the contract and read it. But technically, the artists will say, the promoter say, this is our offer.
Yeah.
Now, but most artists don't know that. They think that they supposed to say, so I know that it go two ways. Some promoters will take your contract, but most promoters on big artists, they give an offer.
Yeah.
Some big artists say, we can't, what's your offer?
Mm-hmm.
Because they learn sometimes a promoter, you got somebody booked for Dubai and say $1 million. I seen Akon go get $800,000 just to walk in the club in Dubai. Yeah. $800,000 just to sit there for 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All because the Prince like his music.
Yeah. 15
minutes, $800,000 just sitting there. And go get one of them Bentleys, fly over there to him. Thank you, Akon, for 15 minutes. I seen it. So that's why you got to be all it takes is one person. You got one person. Let's say one person, he'll want a misaligned record, my record, and it's the right one. And they say, you know what? Let's bring him over here to Dubai. And you say, well, y'all want to bring him to Dubai? Well, what y'all? First thing I ask is what y'all offer. We'll give you $50,000. I dropped the phone. Oh no, I ain't gonna give you no price. You don't know who calling you. Well, 50,000. They don't know you sitting in they don't know that you got 5 bills in front of you that ain't been paid. First thing you say is this: look, send me the deposit. Send me the deposit. Yeah. I had a deposit when my song hit big. I was sitting there, the light was about to get cut off. All kind of stuff was about to go on. I got a call from a DJ. He said, what you charge to come down here to Macon, Georgia? I said, what's your budget? Well, we can't do no more than 5,000. I almost dropped the phone.
Yeah.
He saved my life. So a lot of times you have some people that just combative. You got some people got a combative spirit. You can be all the way right. When I see a person, it's hard for a man to talk from a mountain to another man that's on a molehill. It's kind of hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the man on the molehill can't see how you get so high.
Mm-hmm.
Then the man on the mountain be like, I'm trying to figure out how you stay so low.
Yeah. Reasonable versus unreasonable. Yeah.
So my thing is this: what we have to do is be true to ourselves and communicate. Like when a promoter booked me, like I said, even if they don't talk to me, the manager talk to the artist. So a promoter already know if the manager calls and say, well, we got to have this, they know that what the artist probably don't see it. That's why I could have trustworthy management. Because the management supposed to come back and say, well, look, we know you want $15,000, whatever your artist, Stacey. I use Stacey. I don't want to say no artist name. They say, wait, they email and say, he said your name. Yeah. Stacey, we got $15,000. Well, Stacey, my manager tell me, let's say Manute say, Stacey, you got $15,000. The man ain't got but like $7,500, but he can get you on 5 radio stations and also can guarantee ABC. He can do 3 shows with you. Now, if I say, well, no, if he ain't got my 15, man, I'm done. Yeah. But then I got to look at it and say, well, if he got 5 stations, the first thing I want to do is look and see, am I playing on these stations? If I ain't, then get what? Can he guarantee that? Yeah. Matter of fact, he gonna get it on tomorrow. You can look and see if it's on there. Y'all here. So now you take the 75, you take the 5 radio stations, take the 3 show deal, but then you put in that contract a non-disclosure form. You put a non-disclosure clause in your contract for that promoter, because I got non-disclosures in my contract. Whatever you have paid me, if you mention it to somebody else, I can sue you for double that. That's how you keep promoting my clothes for saying what he paid you. Because if I give you a deal, don't mess with my money with nobody else. So every artist should have a non-disclosure form, a non-disclosure of funds. That's the clause should go there. Do not leak out any of this information that we're doing in this transaction.
Yeah.
Everybody, so they ask promoter what you paid, they'll tell the promoter say, you got to talk to them, man.
Yeah. But man, I appreciate you. Look, Live about to go to sleep back there, so I appreciate you coming. Live going to sleep.
I ain't going to sleep yet.
But see, the whole thing is this though.
My phone.
The whole thing is this though. What I'm giving is $1 million a game. Most artists ain't thought about a non-compete for, a non-disclosure form in their contract when they give a good deal. Because a lot of promoters will say, I got that nigga for nothing. But then when you got the contract right, if this come out that this happened or whatever the case may be, you owe a sum of $2,500. You go in front of the judge say, did you tell somebody? Well, all I did was mention it to my cousin. You owe him $2,500.
You stupid, man.
So what I'm saying is this: is we have, but this is what you call iron sharpening iron. The conversation that we have, if they ain't listening now, they may not never hear it from nobody else telling the facts. I'm giving game up. When I tell an artist, if you got decent credit, go get your credit card for your budget. Or build credit up and get you a line of credit for your budget to be able to move your brand. Why I know that? Because I did it for myself. Yeah. Chase was my actual investor. When I first started, I went and got me a credit card for $10,000 that I qualified for. I used that to push myself.
Hold on. Hold on. Go ahead, Live. I'm wrapping up.
Man. Like I say, Stacey, man, it's always hearing good for you to come on, man, because you give real good knowledge, man. You really, really do. You always, since I met you, always been that guy, man, that has some knowledge and some good advice for the artists, man. And you always, your experience and your, your years in the game, man, on all three sides of Black entertainment, the R&B, rap, and now Southern Soul. It's good to hear all the different things that you can share with us, man, because that's why I let you talk, because I can, I know you gonna come in here and talk, so I just wanted to get some knowledge tonight and let you talk, because I know you had a lot to tell you. Do
you have anything you want to add me live? That anything that you want to add me, like anything? Don't mean anything. I'm gonna answer the best of my ability about the business, about whatever. I'm gonna ask anything.
I really don't, man. I'm like I say, I just like the knowledge that you gave tonight, man. I ain't on you lie, man. I don't really just got a question for you because I know you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have a question for you. But like I said, I see you doing big things, man. And not only if I see it, everybody else see it that's out here. One thing about artists in Southern Soul are doing this music. A lot of fans may not know who you are, but the industry knows who you are, man. So keep doing who you think. Keep doing your thing, man, because you're doing big things and better things.
One thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this to you live, is I'm proud of what you've accomplished and where you come from since the time I met you. I think A, you make good music. B, you're on a platform with Kevin Young where people have been able to see and get to know who you are without hearing who you are. They've been able to meet you through this platform, which is always a blessing. So I just think I can commend you and tell you that I'm proud of where you came and where you've grown to. We all got growing to do. We're going to grow until we're dead. Right. People don't understand, even when you're dead, your house still going to grow. So for a while. So the whole catch is continue. What my advice to you is continue to stay prayed up. Continue to make good music. Continue to keep your foot on the gas all the way through the floorboard, but always be first to listen and second to respond. Don't let nobody draw you off your rocker because it's easy to happen. You want nobody to put you in a position where you draw because you're doing too good and you're putting yourself in position you're getting better and better, and we all are growing. You're a professional artist. You're a professional artist. You're not a beginner. You're a professional. People can say what they want to say in the comments, whatever. You're a professional, you're pro. You've been doing this long enough to be pro. But what we got to understand, even sometime pros play pickup ball.
Yep.
Right.
I'm a pro. Lonzo Ball, them, they get paid by the NBA, but they still play pickup from time to time. Because guess what? It's all for the love, and they doing it for the love. So the main thing is to keep doing what you're doing. And Kevin Young, I appreciate the platform that you brought to Southern Soul. I see your platform start and where it is now. It's just a platform for people, period, because somebody got to deliver the truth. Some point, everybody may hate the mailman that bring the bills. Yeah. Everybody hate that mailman that put the bills in the mail. Oh, every time he comes, he putting bills in my mailbox. Somebody else come, they putting something in there. But everybody hate the mailman till tax season. Now they like this. so my thing is this: continue to be the mailman, man. Continue to deliver the truth from your perspective, because I feel that your perspective is genuine. I feel that people misinterpret your perspective because they don't understand that you're speaking from a humanistic and a business standpoint. So they got to understand you're speaking from a businessman, human, and a person that have worked and have did things to be a job on time. Getting it done is all you know. You don't know no excuses.
Yep.
So I'm that same way, but I understand, since I've been on both sides of an artist that have had nothing, sleeping in a car and being homeless, to an artist that have had access to a lot, that I can see the whole gamut. To understand that when a man, some artists just can't do certain things for nothing. They just can't. But they got to be able to relay that in a way to where it's not arrogance. So I can't tell you, man, if you can't give me $800, I ain't coming. What I need to be able to say is this: the flight costs a little too much for me. If I drive, could you at least help me with the gas? And I sell my merchandise, but get me a room if you can. That'll be a blessing to me. Yeah. That promoter got to be mighty cold. And the promoter may not have it. If some promoters don't have it. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with it. If a promoter can be honest and say, I'm going to be honest with you, man, I would love to pay you, but I'm so invested in the show, I don't really have it to pay. But if you come and it does well, I can assure you I'm going to give you something. That's all it takes. We can get along. That's all.
Yeah. And I can tell you this, man.
And me and Kevin talk all the time, like I said.
Yeah.
When we first met, believe me, you think I hadn't heard people say, well, he think he this and that. That didn't, I get to investigate and get to know a person and see their moral and principle. There's one thing you can tell when a man has a family and has something to lose, he gonna pick who be around him anyway and who come around him anyway, because he always is representing his family. So we as promoters and artists have to learn how to sit down and have a true negotiation, right? And the fact, this is what it is. Like, everybody, I don't care who you are, how big you are, if you're getting $30,000 a show as a Southern Soul artist, it's some place you're gonna go, people won't even know you. Yeah, that's true. This is how I go. Yeah, it's true. It's some place you can walk in the mall, people walk right past you. You know, so in doing that, every artist at some point have to adjust their value. Every artist. You got people, think about this. They performed at the Super Bowl for free. Oh, yeah. Mary J. Blige didn't get paid. Mary J. didn't get a dime. Dr. Dre reached in his pocket and put the stage in our hip pocket. But guess what happened when they got through and got off the stage? Hundreds of bookings. Yeah, exactly. So we got to think, we can't let this big boy talk fool us to say, oh, Rick Roll the boss, he do it. No. Everybody has a point to where they promote. So if you got guys like Eminem, guy like Snoop Dogg, go and do a free show, but they understand the magnitude of the free show. We got to be able to do a free show. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this, Stacci. You know, we talk all the time, man. Every conversation I ever had with you has always been consequential. It's always been important. You know, you have never talked about not helping no artists. You know, all your efforts always been philanthropy. You know, you always consider the welfare of people. That's ever since I've known you. Ever since I had the first conversation with you, we talk all the time. We might talk 2-3 hours on the phone. There's always a positive spin on everything. You know, and you know me. You know, I see the difference between me and Stacci is Stacci find the good. You know, okay, I try to find the good, but a lot of times I just see it like this, bottom line up front. You know, I tell a soldier, hey, your ass can't do 25 push-ups. You get your ass out of here. Go back and try again. I'm not gonna tell my supervisor he did 26. No, his ass did 25. He can't do 26.
Get your ass in the gym and get back over here. We're gonna knock out 25 push-ups. But see, Stacci said, well, you know what? He really did 24 and a half or 24 and 3/4. Hey, let's give him that 1.4. No, I'm not doing that, you know. But we always have a happy medium in our conversation. We always have a happy medium in our conversation. We meet each other halfway, and we never disagree on that, and it's never malice. So I can say that about you. Even when people say, well, Stacci think he did, I'm like, well, shit, when I met Stacci, I'm like, damn, who is this person? I'm like, he got a cameraman walking behind him. He must be somebody, you know. He must be somebody. He pull up in the damn Rolls Royce, got the white man out there with the door open, sitting out there for 4 hours waiting on him to come out there. I'm like, he got to be somebody, you know. So to me, that was stardom. You know, that was a stardom interest, you know, right there. You entered the building, everybody was like, damn, who is this? Because I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? When I won Promoter of the Year, I've never heard of you. So I applaud, and I think everybody should strive to be a professional. You know,
you have to lead by example.
Yeah, and you got to follow before you lead.
So like I said, the thing about it, once we realize that leading by example is real simple. I don't know no way but the right way.
Yeah,
it ain't no way but the right way to do something. You know, if you put a tie on, you can't say, well, I'm just gonna leave these two nuts off. We can make it.
Yeah.
You want to put all your lug nuts on. That's why they give you lug nuts. They're supposed to go on.
Yeah.
You got some people say, well, I'm just gonna put these 4 on, and then when the car come off, they want to say, well, God sure kept me. God got me. But see, so we got to understand and we got to make an effort to do things right.
Yeah.
So guess what? Kevin Young, Mr. Live, Stacci Adams, we all have to have one thing in common. It's principle. Yeah. What can I do what make us all happy in a certain situation? Now, when Mr. Live get to $50,000 a show, right? At that point, if I call him because I know how he grind, I'm gonna call him and say, look, man, what's the best you can do for me? And it's up to him to say, well, I'll do 35. Or he could say, I got to have my 50. That's fine. But I ain't gonna get mad because I know where he came from. So whenever a Tucker or whenever Kevin get a pricing, I don't book because I understand they came from nowhere. Yeah. They didn't start right here where they was at now. It didn't just happen.
They put in the work.
So a man's pricing, you allow a man to give you a discount according to how he feel when you get a certain level. When you a certain level, you determine the discount, and then out of principle, if Kevin Young brought me to a show and broke me in Temple, Texas, brought me down and did a dough split, and brought me and got me on the radio station, when I get to 25,000 a show, when Kevin called me and say, look, Stacci, I want to do a show. What's the best you can do for me? Out of principle, I'm gonna say, what you think is fair? Let's talk. What can you do? Yeah. And out of principle, he's gonna say, well, I can do 15. Can we do that? All in. And I can decide if that'll work or not. But what I got to remember is the man brought me to the same market to where I got hot in to be able to get that money. Yeah. So I can say, let's do it, Kevin. But I'm gonna put in my contract, it's gonna be a non-disclosure of finances to where you can't tell nobody you gave me 15,000. And when you sign, I'm gonna say, if by hand this slip out, you will be responsible for 30,000 in cash, pesos, or whatever.
Man, you stupid, man. But look, man, I appreciate you coming out. Hey, look, I know what y'all know what this means right here.
All right, Stacci.
Good night, man.
All right, bro.